Hi guys. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. How you guys doing? Hello, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Deadburb. Hello, Dark. Hi, hi. Hey, good to see you guys. What's up? What's poppin'? We're here to play some vampire game. Um, yeah. Sorry, no ASMR today, but tomorrow we will be doing ASMR again, obviously. But today we're gonna do vampire time. I'm gonna chill. We can hang out and chill for a little bit before. Can you guys hear the audio of the game, by the way? I just want to check. I'm not sure which input it would be. Could be this one. Hmm. I just don't know if you guys can hear the game. Which would... I... Probably has, like, sound stuff. Not sure? Okay. I'm surprised that, like, game capture doesn't automatically, You don't hear anything? Okay. Okay, we can definitely fix that. Hmm. It's strange because it's just not wanting to like find find it, if that makes any sense. Hi, Pasta! Hi, hi! We're just figuring out, you know, always with the technical difficulties. I don't know why I can't find a good... Is it this? Yep, here he goes. I found it. I found it. You guys should be able to hear it kind of vaguely now. Hopefully not too loud. Um, but yeah. Hi, Pasta. Okay, is it too loud though? Is it still, is it good? Is it good? We can change things up too, definitely. Definitely. Now, okay, some background. I have no knowledge really of Vampire the Masquerade other than I always wanted to get into it because I had friends who were really into it, and yeah, I just never did. I never got an opportunity. And I haven't really played any of it. I haven't played the tabletop. I haven't really gotten to do anything related to it. So this is kind of my first like actual toe dip inside of this. Which I think is gonna be fun. And I'm just here to kind of hang out and play this vampire game. And apparently it's not too long, but again, that just kind of, you know, that depends on stuff. But I think at least start it and we'll see if it's interesting, which I have a feeling it will be, because, already, I'm already paying attention. I love a red-headed vampire bitch. That is one thing about me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, I left my phone somewhere. Give me 1 second. And then I'll be... Also, I kind of did a silly, and I ordered sushi right before starting stream, and that is on its way to me, so I will have to jump up at some point and do that. But in the meantime, she should play Blood Rain. I don't really know anything about it. But hi, BZ, how you doing? Alrighty. Okay, choose your clan. Okay. Okay, well, let's read this. Okay, a rabble, rebber, against power and rage against authority. Seemingly insignificant man with a... Okay. Untrue. Top level. Divas. Divas! Art, romance, and cruelty amidst stagnant undeath. A tormented artist will join their ranks tonight. Ooh. Probably, yeah. I don't know. Does this become me? Is this me in the game? I'm confused. Mods demand sushi. Hand delivered to the attic for being such good boy. Toreadors are horny bards. Oh, well, perfect then. Sev. Because I feel like if I have to be this man, then that's at least a little bit, like, it could be... It's a little more gender neutral. Okay. Oh. Oh, he's moving. New York taught me to believe in fate. How do I... What? Huh? Oh, I have to actually click on it. Had you asked me about fate back when I was a human, I would have told you it's just superstitious bullshit. That we are all our own designers of our own destinies. That belief shattered when the richest woman in the United States, the actual richest one, not a face you could have seen in the papers, of course, sank her teeth deep into my neck. Ooh. It happened the same place you're standing right now, by the way. Fate, you decide. Home. Please, there's absolutely no need to be hostile. Just listen a little longer. See, my mistake was that I flew too close to the sun. It makes sense that my punishment was never to see its glow again. I was incandescent myself. I was hot shit. I had it all. Money, looks, confidence, connections, men, women, a career, a spark in my eye, and the one you need to be born with. And that's when someone far more powerful than me saw my radiance and thought, that won't do. She robbed me of the light erupting from within me and gave me a subtle, enduring gleam in its place. She decided that would fit me much better. She was a 9th generation kindred, just like you, an apex predator. I'm bald. She probably enjoyed teaching me. The peak of human excellence, my real place in the food chain. Oh, that's kind of... Ow! I'm getting bonked. Ow! What's going on? My bald head is getting assaulted in many ways. I'm taking my weave back. I don't trust y'all. Hi, Lemon. How you doing? Good to see ya. Also, Pasta, did I say hi to you? I think I did. Yeah, I did. It's such an eyesore when you look at some loudmouth braggart and see them for what they really are. The temptation to teach them a lesson can be unbearable, right? Well, my sire's lesson was a lesson about fate, a message saying, you're eternally doomed to be at the mercy of your sovereigns. It almost drove me to destroy myself. What saved me was the ability to reinterpret her teachings. Hers wasn't a message of doom, it was a message of hope. Fate exists, and one can shape it if given the right tools. My sire didn't believe my tools were fitting for the job. She considered them toys, and me just her amusing subject. Well, she's deader than dead now, and I'm still here, standing right where she stood when we first met. Oh. I don't know why, but when I see the question marks and the dots, I just go, oh. You might have wondered how I've learned about your arrival at JFK Airport. JFK Airport, bro. I fucking hate that airport. JFK Airport is crazy. My answer is, of course, destiny. As luck would have it, today happened to be a day some of my associates were inspecting the coffins. Driving you here straight from the plane and having you wake up in such an unfamiliar place is a little desperate, and I do apologize for it. But it's so rare for you to visit New York 3 times in the last 15 years, was it? And you're never eager to inform me you're here. I understand you still have that meeting on 53rd Street later tonight, so I'll provide a comfortable transport. I value our relationship very much, don't get me wrong. But it is precisely because I value it that I'm going to ask you to repay the favor you owe me. You're the only one I trust to do the job well, and without attracting attention. You might think I'm crazy, asking you to breach the rules of our society like this. You might think it's impossible to get away with it unpunished. But this is New York. And I don't know about other cities, but in this one, fate really exists. And right now, it's smiling in your favor. This is how it begins? Okay. Hi, Des! If I see you doing mod duties, I will banish you to the nether realm. I know. I know. Car goes binted. You stifle a yawn. It's been a slow evening. The little bit of red liquid left in your glass and the crumbs in the plate remind you that, if nothing else, these art exhibitions at least come with some decent wine and legit catering. Legit catering. Hell yeah. And yeah, it's fun to talk about your work on display, even if you end up discussing it with pretty much the same people at each occasion. You've already met that one critic who keeps telling you, with self-assured authority, how you should pursue a different artistic avenue. Damn. My sushi is almost here, y'all. I'm gonna have to jump up for a second. I'm gonna have to jump up and get my sushi. Unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to eat it too, and I didn't think about how much talking I'm gonna have to do in this stream. Oh! Oh, I'm so silly! Oh, that was so silly of me! Oh! Oh, why did I plan it like that? Yes. Okay, I am legit gonna go get my sushi though. I'm legit gonna go do that. Give me literally 1 second. Okay, 1 second. It will only take me 1 second. I'll teleport. In fact, wait, hold on. I'm waiting for him to actually put it because it's like awkward. You know, if you go to the door and they're like dropping it off, that's so awkward, right? Is there and you have to like make eye contact? I hate that shit. So I just Zawarudo. That's all I can think of. I used to know the lyrics to that song actually. I can't remember them now. All right, let me go get my sushi. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. I'm here. I'm bald. I got my sushi. I did not think this through because I'm gonna be crunching. I don't want you guys to hear me crunching in your ears. I love a shrimp tempura, bro. Okay. I'm gonna try. Also, it came with an ice pack. So, gotta clip this as proof that streamers eat sometimes. I'm gonna try to not be annoying about it, okay? I promise. I'm gonna try. Real hard. Then there's the obligatory doe-eyed art student who's oh so impressed with your technique. To be fair, you're not all that happy with your latest piece, but hey, it's not the worst thing you've seen tonight. That ignoble, dubious honor belongs to one of the other paintings on display. He said, yo, this art is shit. And yet, its author, currently being paraded around by his rich parents, has barely been able to grab a bite of the fancy canapes? So many sycophants to meet, so little time. For a moment, you think that maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you should take the critic's advice, cut your losses, sell out to some corporation, and get it over with. Hello, Dante, hey! Self-gaming, let's go. Yeah. It's just a VN, but still, it's vampire stuff, so I'm happy about it. And as if the universe wanted to validate that train of thought, that's the exact moment your sister Emma decides to pop up in your view. Oh, hi, Emma. So let me get this straight. Cushy corporate jobs are selling out, but supporting a billionaire's vanity project is totally fine with you? Hi, Em. You absolutely despise her as an artist. While you're struggling to uphold some nebulous ideas of what art is meant to be, she's perfecting her ways of mooching off the system. Shamelessly preying on little-known street art and niche internet memes, she repackages them as bougie-friendly collages. So it's perhaps no wonder the New York Times has recently dubbed her a mind-blowing explorer of digital art's extreme possibilities. But in spite of all that, you absolutely love her as a person. Even as you welcome her by smacking the back of her head, a gesture meant to convey nothing but deep affection. No, but seriously, supporting young artists, my ass. I don't know what kind of money you got for this piece, but I doubt it's even a fraction of what it's going to be worth in tax benefits. You know, the gallery owner actually said that if he had to choose a most valuable audience, it would be the IRS. I'm pretty sure he was only half kidding. You mumble a non-answer and then segue into a different subject, trying to preemptively quell her repeated offers to get you a steady job. Of course, she proves as insistent as ever. You know, sometimes I just don't get you. On one hand, you wouldn't be caught dead taking money from the inevitable winner of the culture wars. On the other, if someone gave you the chance to collaborate on some dumbass on some dumbass bait flick sponsored by Larry Ellison's bailout fund, you do that shit for free. She rolls her eyes and asks, you know what the only difference is between the art scene and the culture industry? The culture industry actually pays your bills. As expected of someone who's given up on attempts to infuse her work with any sort of enduring quality, and decided to just keep responding to the zeitgeist. Hello, Mediocritical! Why that emote? Why that emote? She claims to happily accept the fate that after she dies, both she and her work will end up in a landfill. When you respond to that, you prefer chasing a 1 in a million chance to immortalize yourself, she claims it reeks of an overinflated ego. But you've been down this road too many times before and managed to accept that she'll never understand what's truly important to you. Slowly but surely, you move on to more agreeable topics. Your plans to finally get hammered together, or the most recent crop of garbage Netflix shows your friends have tricked you into trying out. Alright, gotta go. I've got a date. She peeks at a bunch of middle-aged men in expensive suits who have stopped pretending to care about the exhibition and are exchanging the worst lecherous jokes they've got on their stale repertoire. Hold on, I gotta let the bean inside.
Wow.
Wow. Come in, bean. Hello. I'm gonna eat a scrimp while I'm here. I'm on scrimp number 2. I'm gonna put this sushi away, bruh. Oh. Sushi. Well, this is just shrimp tempura. Actually, it's not even a roll yet. I did get a roll though. Hey, you back up. I see you, Beanie. You stay away from my shrimps. Okay. Hi, Autismo. Welcome in. Good to see ya. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I picked the worst time to, like, start eating. But it's all good. We just chillin'. Thank you for being here, Des. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Have a good whatever you... Well, I'm sure you're still working, but... I'm gonna glorp a little bit, and then we're gonna get back into reading. Does the fruit shrimply taste? It is very shrimply. It's shrimply delicious, in fact. Also, I caught a Pokemon today on Pokemon Go called Skrelp, and I thought that was the... He looks like a shrimp, and his name is Skrelp. And I thought that... Well, it's Skrelp. Fellas, be honest. He's a seahorse? Oh. I'm stupid. Who up Skrelp and they shrimp right now? Who up Skrelp and they shimp? Fellas. Fellas, is it gay to Skrelp your Skrelp? The other time I named my I fucking named my Grimer Cumcast. Kind of accurate though. Like not inaccurate, honestly. I'm sorry. It made me laugh so much in the Discord server when someone was like something about the cum chalice, and I said the fucking what? Oh boy. Not the chalice. Ugh. I'm glorping. Okay. We read that. Okay. Most lecherous jokes they've got in their stale repertoire. Have fun with your friends, class traitor. Did you know they love naming Pokemon backwards? It's Arbok and Muk! He got a point for real. She gives you a hug and heads for the nearby elevator. There goes the pleasant part of the evening. Still, you decide to delay the inevitable and catch a quick smoke break. Truth be told, people aren't exactly lining up to chat about your work anyway. As you leave your post, you start tapping your pockets in search of a lighter. Instead, you find a $100 bill you're absolutely sure was not there before. Jesus Christ, you're the worst. And the best. You can feel your cheeks turn red, but you gratefully put the money in your wallet and move aside. Outside. Once you reach the balcony, you look out at New York City in the light and light the second last cigarette left in the pack. You're not alone. Or you are alone. Why am I just making up words? You're alone. It's not silent. The metropolitan hum is ever present, even this high up. But it's a good deal more intimate than what's behind your back. You lean over the railing and look down. The streetlights beckon more than usual. In your mind's eye, you see yourself as your final artwork, beautifully splattered all over the pavement. Oh, that's real. Working title, Delusion of Grandeur. The author, a brilliant artistic soul crushed by unfeeling reality gone too soon. You chuckle and flick the cigarette into the air. Freshened up by the night's cool breeze, you squeeze back into the stuffy interior. You barely make it a few steps before lethargy sets back in. It's like you never left. Still, something in your room feels different. Your eyes are drawn to a handsome young man, neatly dressed and groomed, exuding the air of a true artiste. New York City looks a lot more green to help react. Tariffs! Tariffs! Tariffs, okay. And the best part, he's intently looking at your painting. The gallery is almost like an art installation itself now. People standing in silent awe. The guy like a beacon drawing everyone's attention. Hushed conversations about the guest can be heard from every corner of the gallery. Your heart is pounding with excitement, and you approach, feeling like a kid trying to get close to a deer in the woods, but afraid you'll scare it away. The man turns to you. You stop in your tracks, entranced. Hello? Wait, okay, what kind of voice should he have? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know anything about him yet. So this is one of your pieces? You manage to mumble an affirmation. Tell me about it, please. Please. Lisp. As you start discussing your inspiration, technique, and process, the man's eyes lock onto the painting again. He keeps interjecting, making knowing remarks. This guy gets it. He really gets it. The world around you disappears. You'll say anything, do anything to keep his attention on you. But you realize you don't need to. He's into your art. He's into you. Hey, yo! He's into me? I want to buy it. And I want your company. I need to talk to you. You will like what I have to say. Spoken matter-of-factly, served straight up. Like he knows that you won't refuse. That you can't refuse. An hour later, you find yourself at his apartment. One of many, you presume, with your self-esteem all but patched up and your head full of fine vintage. You tell your host a lot. In fact, it seems like you're telling him everything. Where you came from, how you ended up in NYC, how you got to take out a loan to appear at tonight's event, how you took the long way down the balcony, or took a long look down the balcony. That you were only talking about, that you thought about taking the plunge, and this time, you were only half joking. You feel miserable. You start crying. He holds you in his arms. You feel calmer. The tears stop flowing. It's been so long since you last had someone you could just talk to, but communicate with, be seen by. Who knows? Maybe there is hope for you yet. That feeling of bliss is the last thing you remember before passing out. Imagine just trusting a man that I know, literally. Literally. Oh my god. The next thing you know, you're lying on the couch in that same apartment, hungry and dehydrated. How long has it been? Hours? Days? More? You're feeling weak, confused, abandoned. You look around in a panic. Is he still here? Thank God. Yes, there he is, standing in the doorway. His voice breaks the silence and fills you with hope until you realize what he's saying. I am so sorry. I hope that maybe one night you will forgive me. Always remember that in our parting moment, I wished you well. You try to speak, asking him to stay, but no voice leaves your parched throat. You taste something on your lips. Wiping your mouth leaves a crimson stain on your hand. It's not the wine. What the fuck? The door of the apartment closes behind him, alone, again. But then the pain hits. It's a headache, a lurching in your stomach, a burning in your arms and legs, and it's all you can focus on. A panic takes you. You fall from the sofa and hit a wine glass. It flies off into the wall, shattering into bits. A mumble from the corner of the room indicates you're not as alone as you thought. From where you're lying, you only see a feminine shape stirring awake. You crawl towards the woman. Inch by inch, the pain turns into an urge. You need to get close to her. A crimson stain in a vampire game, I wonder. Surely insignificant. I'm sure it means nothing. Hi, DC Sensei. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Good to see you. You begin to see details. The long hair shrouding her face. The worn-out NYC hoodie thrown over her skimpy dress. Oh, and Beanie's on the move again, which means I have to let him out. She opens her eyes, moves her locks to the side, exposes her neck. Alright, and I have to let my dog out, so give me one give me 1 second again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, I keep stopping. Exposes her neck and lets the dog out. Got that dog in me. The dog in question is Beanie. Sorry, I'm over here glorping. Exposes her neck and lets the dog out. Okay. Got this scrimp. Man, I would actually consider selling my soul for a shrimp tempura. I love shrimp tempura so much. Okay. Yeah, the music is like so ominous, but I fuck with it heavily. Scrimp shell. Okay. So your soul is worth about $8.50 at Kroger. How did you know? How did you know? Hey, look. Okay. Exposes her neck. A rabid instinct takes you. In the blink of an eye, you find yourself buried in her hair, smelling her sweat mixed with just a hint of cheap perfume. You bite down. You bite down and drink the blood from her vein. Wait. What's happening? You break away. You look at the girl. She lets out a sigh, goes limp and unconscious again. You try to crawl back. Her dress rolled up to the side and you glance at her naked thigh. You lose control again. Oh. Bite her leg. Drink deep from the artery. It's intoxicating. It's bliss like you've never known before. It's beautiful. You break away again, fall to your back. What the hell was that? Did you really drink her blood? She's not moving. Oh God, she's not moving. You check her pulse. She's cold to the touch. Nothing. No heartbeat, no sign of breathing. That's when it hits you. Your chest isn't moving either. Your heart is not beating. You are cold to the touch. You reach for your phone. It's not there. Where did you leave it? Or maybe he took it? It's impossible to say. You stumble around the apartment, but find nothing you can use to call for help. You need to get out of here. Now. You look outside the window. You're high above the streets, there's no balcony, and the building's exterior is glass almost all the way down. You'd never survive the jump. But maybe that's precisely why you should leave this room that way. You just killed somebody. Your life is essentially over. A sickening void is opening in your stomach, warning you that your reality is about to turn into unbearable hell. A voice in the back of your head tells you that the smartest course of action is to take the leap before it does. And the more you argue with it, the more reasonable it sounds. You're just about ready to pick up one of the chairs and try to break the window when you hear the clicking of keys in the lock. You freeze in place. This is bad. Sorry, my chat disappeared. I gotta pull it up. Ba-ba-ba-ba! There we go. My soul being worth $8.50 at Kroger is still hilarious to me. Your thoughts start racing desperately, but in a rational course of action, only visions of false hope come to your mind. What if it's him? What if he's had a change of heart? What if he sent someone for me? You almost feel the loud Sevy time, yes, loud Sevy. Loud Sevy today, quiet Sevy tomorrow. You know the drill. You almost feel your heart beat again with excitement as the doors open. Almost, but not quite. A man enters, but not the one you expected. He's tall, broad-shouldered, handsome, with darkish skin. His suit is stylish and immaculate. You've never seen him in your life, but you immediately see past his sharp looks to see his sharper nature. He's a predator, and if you're not careful, you might become his prey. Hey, yo! I feel like he has an accent. A good evening. No. I feel like he looks Russian. This looks like a Russian vampire or something. Good evening. I am here to pick you up. A deep, emotionless voice. He turns his eyes to the lifeless body of the girl in the New York City hoodie and raises an eyebrow. Oh, my first choice. What did I say, guys? Okay, so we can either say, who are you? I killed her, or this isn't what it looks like. I'm gonna go with, who are you? Who are you? I'm the ferryman. Here to take you to the other side. Okay. He approaches the bed to examine the corpse from up close. Well, this is unfortunate, but preferable from going insane from hunger. Quite a nice gesture, actually, if troublesome. He briefly looks at you with something like pity in his eyes, and then changes his expression to a perfectly blank one. Listen, you may perceive your current situation as something out of the ordinary, but I have met hundreds of lost sheep like you, and you see, they tended to fall into two categories. First, there were the smart ones. Those who carefully obeyed me, my every word. I can't do accents. I didn't pull off any stupid stunts. They always got where they needed to go, safe and sound. Then, there were the dumb ones. The punks. He's calling you from the ether. Yeah, he is. The punks who thought they could take me on. The wise guys who tried to contact somebody secretly without permission. The troublemakers who tried to run off or make a scene. None of them got to their destination in one piece. In fact, a lot of them never reached their destination at all. The man talks in a bored, professional tone, giving off an impression that he really has delivered this speech countless times by now. He looks like he's an ASMR VTuber. That's insane. That's so funny. That's so funny. Holy shit. Oh my god. So you see, despite being a smart person, I'm a Mets fan. I'm gonna pee. Despite being a smart person, I'm a Mets fan. Sorry. I don't know why that got me. Oh my god. That fucking killed me. Oh my god. This guy's a Mets fan, canonically. Just everyone remember that. Oh my god. I love baseball. And it inspired me to come up with a 3 strikes system to determine if someone is dumb. If you get on my nerves 1 or 2 times, well, I understand. Not all of us perform well in stressful circumstances. But if you do it 3 times, understand there will be no excuse. No forgiveness. No mercy. His presence changes ever so slightly. Say, I understand, sir. Now. Ooh, or what? Or what? What if I don't? What if I don't, though? What are you gonna do if I don't do that? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. You feel an overwhelming, barely resistible urge to fulfill his demand. Oh, boy. I know this is gonna be one of my 3 strikes if I say this, but I want to. I want to say this, even though I know it's gonna get me in trouble. I understand, sir. What are you talking about? Okay, actually, though, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Can you just tell me what's going on here? No. And that is your first strike. I knew it was gonna be a fucking... Can you do outer? Yes, actually, hold on. Like that? The brat intrusive thoughts creeped in there. Yes, they did. Oh. All right. Say Ara and Mets fan. Wait, what is a Mets fan voice? The laugh was diabolical. It's the Ojo-sama laugh. This guy. I can't go that deep. I can't go that low. I can't go that deep. Have you got anyone you would like to inform about your current situation and tell them that you are alright? I have to do Nandor from fucking What We Do in the Shadows. Oh. He flashes his fangs briefly as he talks, and for some reason, the sight causes a chill to run down your spine. Something's wrong with him. Yo, something's wrong with this guy. He's a Mets fan. Someone closest to you? Run away. Oh, you guys can't see this. Run away. Lie. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Ooh. Brother, I don't know. Where's Other Des? Oh, Other Des, he was here earlier, but he had to go. I think he has work stuff still. So he's not here currently. But he was here earlier in this stream. I guess, should I be honest? No, but then they're gonna know my sister is live, and that's not safe. That's not safe. But also, like, what if my sister doesn't know what happens? This is gonna be bad either way. I know how these games work. I've played lots of choice games. Lie. Hey! Oh, we're gay? We're gay? Okay. Alright, King. His name's Eduardo. He's my boyfriend. He lives in Queens. He's a barista and The stranger's been watching you with wary eyes since the moment you started talking, but only interrupts you at the first moment of visible hesitation. You're 100 years too young to try and fool me, whelp. Even your tells have tells. Second strike. Try again. Your first instinct is to protest, but you realize your thoughts are still too scrambled and panicked to come up with anything coherent. You give up on all planned attempts to provide poor Eduardo with convincing psychological depth. Emma, my sister. She's probably having a night out in Brooklyn with her artiste friends. Can I call her now? You take out your phone while asking the question. It was in your pocket all along. It must have been panic talking before. He shakes his head and points at the hooded corpse next to him. If you want to implicate her, go ahead. I think we'd all be better off if you let me make sure that she only knows what she needs to know. Yeah, agreed. Give me her phone number. I'll have someone get in touch with her. You oblige and hand him the smartphone so he can copy the number from your list of contacts. Thank you. This will be useful in illustrating my next point. Instead of giving you back your phone, the man hides it in his pocket. Dude, are you three-strike speed run? Girl, I'm doing my best, okay? I was trying to protect people. Y'all. Oh. Brother, Ah! Sorry. I forgot my chair tilts forward now because it's like broken. And so I almost fell. Again. Alright. Okay, I've got more sushi. Well, I've got actual sushi because I just ate like a shrimp before. Okay. Okay. We gotta get this situated. We gotta get this situated, y'all. I also have a hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, and I will be glorping in just a second. So far, so good, though. Like, I've never tried this sushi place before, but it was, like, not that expensive. And, I think it was, like, $6 for this roll. Maybe, no, I think I got the fancier one, so maybe it was, like, $9. I don't remember. Not bad, though. Really not bad. Alright, chopsticks. Gotta break them apart. Ugh. Okay. Oh, we got the wasabi. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna chomp on one of these and then, get right back into the game. We just gotta chomp one first. Oh, those are big pieces. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Okay, we're gonna... Ow. Oh, that shit's bussin'. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm chomping my sushi. I promise I'll be back in a second. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god. I'm keeping it on top of the ice pack though, so it stays more chilled. Just in case it takes me a while to eat it. Okay. Hey, Coop! Hi! Welcome in! We are reading a visual novel. And it is Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. I have never played it. I don't really know that much about Vampire the Masquerade, but we're vampiring. Yeah, we are. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I'm gonna finally drink that, my bad. So far, so fucking good, though. I'm already, like, kind of drawn in. Sushi on an ASMR stream. Yeah, I've never done, like, the eating ASMR stuff. Or, like, that kind of thing. Because I know it's very common, but I know a lot of people really don't like it. Like the misophonia thing or whatever. I don't know. I know it's like very hit or miss, so I've just kind of avoided like chewing on stream. I would do gum chewing sometimes as like a redeem, but might I trouble you for a single little swoosh? You could have one. The tempura crunch is good. Sorry, I didn't know you guys could hear me crunching that hard. Your model looks like it's constipated when you're eating. What? Is it because I'm doing this? That's crazy. I'm not offended. That's actually hilarious. Like, I can see why that would be offensive to some people, but I think that's funny. God damn. Well, it's because I was looking away. I wasn't, like, looking. If I was, like, looking up, it would be different. Okay. From this night onwards, you are subject to different laws than the ones you grew up with, and you'll be watched by many eyes to ensure these laws are respected. You are forbidden from letting anybody know you are still alive. You are forbidden from showing your face anywhere they know you. If anyone comes to search for you, it's over. Both for you and them. Alright, damn. He interrupts his monotone recitation to stare deep into your eyes. So, if you don't want someone to find your poor sister's body in the Hudson River next week, cooperate. The sight of his fangs again, and another physical fight-or-flight response. You've played right into his hands, putting him in danger. I can only hope that you cared for her enough to not do anything selfish. By now, you are absolutely sure he's just toying with you, provoking you to just to feed on your reactions. He hasn't told you where you're going yet, but he's already made it abundantly clear that a lot of people struggled hard to avoid getting there. You'd be far more eager to cooperate if he'd never raised the subject, but he made it a point to make you fear the unknown. He's pushing you, but to what end? Does he want to intimidate you into complete submission? Is he hoping you'd give him an excuse to get rid of you? Or maybe he's testing you, forcing you to show what you're made of. Somehow, he makes all these options seem plausible at once. All right. I think that's enough lectures for today. He takes a glance at his silver watch. It's a Patek Philippe. Philippe? That's Philippe, I think, because it's European, right? Or something. I don't know. The kind of brand mere mortals never see outside of luxury lifestyle magazines. Just who are you dealing with here? It's past 3 a.m. now. The sun will come up in just a few hours, so we don't have much time. Come, we need to leave so that the corpse can be taken care of. He turns his back on you to unlock the door. Oh, well, I am not trying to get my third strike right now, because I'm not restarting this shit. There's gotta be like a checkpoint or something, right? There's gotta be a checkpoint. I'm not gonna attack him. Okay. You can save? Maybe I should do that. Oh, that's not that? Okay. Nope. I don't think so. Maybe I have to hit the X? I don't know. You obediently follow him out of the room. Before he locks it again, you manage to take a final glimpse of the corpse. You feel a pang of conscience, but not because of your victim's horrible fate. It's because you don't feel guilty, even though you know you should. Something important inside of you was still there yesterday, that was still there yesterday has definitely died tonight. You wonder if you'd even recognize yourself in the mirror. Stranger shows you to the elevator. You go to the ground floor. During an awkward ride, your dazed and confused mind desperately searches for a glimmer of hope and eventually comes across one. Maybe you'll find the man you met earlier this night. Do you know who that man was who brought me here? That's what I'd like to know. As of yet, he is unidentified. They have left no trace, and it's obvious that they are not planning to come back for you. If, and that is a big if, you ever see them again, it will be tomorrow, and probably for the last time. Oof. And that is a big if. Yes! I had to go full Nandor for that one. I want to see him for the last time or escape into the streets. Oh, for the last time. I mean, don't play dumb, but probably because he's gonna kill me. I want to see him. This compulsion is natural, but for now, I can only say this. It lies in his best interest to never see you again. The elevator door opens to an empty hall. You walk outside, past the night guard's post, which is empty. The cold night air reminds you of the balcony just a few hours ago. The man motions to the black Cadillac Escalade. Not the Cadillac Escalade. Bro, not the Cadillac Escalade. Come on. Come on, we're vampires. Why is it not a Bentley? Why is it not a Rolls Royce? Why are we in a Cadillac Escalade? Girl. G-Wagon. I love women. Take a seat in the back, please. You get inside. The man closes the car door behind you. You hear a click as it locks. The Cadillac is almost entirely dark. Side windows seem light-proof. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Stance with the giant chrome wheels Escalade. Yeah, of course. I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, I live in an East Coast city that's, like, within 3 hours of... like... It's just very... It does not surprise me that it would be a Cadillac. It just doesn't surprise me. The man gets into the driver's seat, starts the engine, and drives away without comment. Where are we going? Where are you taking me? A safe place. Is this the same guy still? I think it is. I think it is the same guy. Forgive me, not in a talkative mood. This won't be a long drive. Patience. Dead silence fills the car. You close your eyelids and sink back into your thoughts. A blurry after image of the man who bought your painting is still there. It's strange. Minor spelling error. Should be you apostrophe VE. You've never felt this way about anybody. It makes you happy, even though you have the nagging thought that there is something fundamentally abusive about this contraction. A contraction? Contraction! I said contraction because I was still thinking about the contraction they missed in the last fucking message. Yo, who hired this editor? I'm saying, see, this wouldn't have happened if I was proofreading this shit about this attraction. But then, the girl's hair spilled over the purple hoodie, and her blood spilled over the cold floor, come into sharp focus. You wince. You want to cry, but it's as if there's no more tears left in you. Ain't got no tears left to cry. Contraction? Babies? No, not that kind. No, I was talking about like the grammar, not. Not. Yo, are we giving birth? Guys, what is that, guys? Stop giving birth in the VC. I can't believe I've had to say this again. Do not give birth in the VC. Push. You guys are idiots. All of you. Stop birthing children in general chat. Oh. Oh my god. After what feels like an eternity, the car comes to a stop. You get out in an underground parking lot. It's an ugly, concrete, gray thing. Empty, but for the car you came in. It looks like there's a room beyond a metal door in the wall. Guess you'll live to see another night. Follow me. He opens the metal door and lets you inside. Shoves baby back in. That's crazy. That's crazy to birth. What the fuck? Oh, return to sender. Oh no. I want to be a mom one day. I think I'd be cool. I think I'd be a cool mom. That's random to say on stream, but I think it'd be cool. Female for anyone, ASMR, RP, your succubus is giving birth in the back of a Cadillac Escalade. Screaming also triplets. Triplets. I hate you. I hate you. I'm on mod. I'm sorry. I'm going giggle mode. I'm turning into Miss Giggle Shitter over here. I'm sorry. That's so dumb. What the fuck did I just tune into, man? That's a, you know, that's a great fucking question. I don't know either, and I'm running it, so, you know. Okay. Okay. Here we are. These are your lodgings for tonight. If you get hungry again, take a look in the fridge. Tomorrow, I will come pick you up. Oh my god, he's gonna come pick me up, guys. Hi, Michael! Girls, chill, one at a time in the Escalade. Why Jared Leto on my screen, bruh? Oh my god. The cramped room has no windows. Just a simple bed, a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling, a small humming fridge, and a rattling AC fan on the wall. It has all the coziness of a solitary prison cell. You notice claw marks on the inner side of the entrance door. Hey, that's not great. Hey, hey! I need medical help! Not going in there. Mercy, please. Oh, God, bro. I don't know. I'm scared. Cause, like, what if I... Man, okay. Oh... Mets fan. Yeah. What does he say? Despite... I should have screenshotted it. Did he say despite he said I'm very despite my intelligence I'm a Mets fan. What did he say exactly? I'll have to look it up. Wise choice to say I need medical help. Yeah, I feel like all these are gonna piss him off. I really don't know. I am a smart person. He did, yeah, something like that. Or despite being a smart person, I'm a Mets fan. Is that what he said? Oh, bro's got jokes. Oh man, I really don't know what to say. Mercy, please? No, I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna be pathetic, but I'm also not gonna piss him off. Medical help? I can't feel myself breathing. I can't sense my heartbeat. I need to go to a hospital, man. You're gonna be fine. Listen, normally I'd lose my nerve right about now and things would get nasty, but I get it. You're scared. You don't understand what happened. Trust me, you will learn more tomorrow. But now, I need you to rest. And you need you to rest. He gestures inside the room. Finding no more willpower to resist, you step aside. The stranger nods, contently. Good night. He locks the door behind you. It looks very secure and sturdy. You open the fridge. There's a single plastic bag in there. Hold on. Hold on. I got something for I got it. I got you. I got y'all. I got us. I got us. Hold on. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Oh, hold on. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. You're slorp glorpin. We're glorpin. We're slorping and glorping. Okay, whatever. I'll get rid of it. Plasma. Blood thief over here. Why does this look kind of like Nasu's basement? A little bit. There's a single plastic bag in there filled with red liquid, unlabeled. Tomato soup? You feel sick to your stomach. Best leave it for now. With the mini fridge! I'm saying! This is literally Nasu's basement, y'all! You lie down on the bed. It's a simple mattress on a metal frame, kind of grimy and damp. Seeing it makes you grimace. But you're just too tired to not lie down. Your entire body hurts, a dull feeling that makes you feel heavy. You feel vulnerable and lonely. Usually when that happened, you turn your attention to painting just to not think about the alternative. Seems familiar. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Miriam. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Your family upbringing left you with no skills but artistic talent. Creating art used to be something of an unpleasant duty. Somewhere along the line, though, it became the only weapon you had to fight with the existential despair. Some of your best work was created in lieu of impotently crying in bed. Hell, you're pretty sure a few of those pieces had your tears mixed in with the paint. Like the painting that led your whole night to this. Been here for an hour? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I didn't see you. My bad. You look back at your life, and it starts looking like a downward spiral. Yo, I've heard that album. Yo. You are so tired. Your entire body tenses up, and before you know it, you drift away into oblivion. No worries, I'm a quiet one. I know you are. You're sneaky. You wake up. That in itself is a surprise. You barely remember when you drifted off. Didn't quite feel like sleep, but more plummeting into an endless void. You imagine that's how death feels like. The room is unchanged. The lamp is still on, the AC is still rattling, the refrigerator is still humming. You take a look at your watch. It's almost 9 p.m. You've slept for 17 hours straight. Maybe you died. Your breath is gone and you feel no thumping in your chest. Does that qualify as dead if you're still conscious? You're not sure about that, but you are certain about one thing. You are hungry. It's not your stomach rumbling, though. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spreads to your chest, your throat, the back of your head. You open the fridge. The bag is still there. You take a closer look at it. If it is soup, then its color and texture are off. You pull the cork out and take a whiff. You recognize the smell immediately. Holy shit. There's no mistaking it. It's bagged blood. The smell is faint, and you remember some situations in the past where you found it nauseating, but now it's almost... No, not almost. It is enticing. Oh, we're gonna drink it. Glorp. It feels wrong, but right now there's barely anything in your life that doesn't. To hell with it. You pour a bit of the liquid into your mouth. Oh, I like my blood in a box is classy. Like boxed wine you can grab at the freaking what is that? My soul costs $8.50 at Kroger. I'm still laughing about that, by the way. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Oh man. Yo, I want another bite of my sushi. I'm sorry, y'all. You have to wait a second. I want another bite of my sushi. I want sushi. I'm keeping it on the cool pack though, so I'm not gonna get food poisoning. Don't worry. Not that y'all worry, but I'm paranoid about it. So, yeah. I don't know what it is, but I do have like a weird, intense paranoia about like food safety. I don't know why that would be weird, but yeah, these are way too big to eat in one bite. That was not comfortable the first time. Too big for one. Writing it down. I'm self-conscious. I don't want to have the constipated look on my face. So I'm trying to like look up and like, oh my god. Oh my god, I love sushi so much. Honestly, really smart of them to pack it in with like an ice pack. Because now it's like, I don't feel like pressured to eat it like really fast. Because I can't really do that. I wish I would hear that for once. What? Thank you for the hydrate pasta. I needed it after that big bite of sushi. Big sushi. I hope I looked less constipated that time. Hopefully, you know, if I'm lucky. Just a little bit. Oh my. Too big for one, but oh, that's what you said here for more one. Same, man, same. Hey, Dark, I'm gonna ban you. What do you... Mods, twist the other mod's balls, please. Okay. The radioactive shrimp from Walmart, yeah. I've been nursing this monster for like a couple hours now. I'm gonna have to refill it with water soon. Or like refill my water cup soon. Okay. You pour a bit of liquid into your mouth. It tastes bland. Reminds you of cheap supermarket juice. Just enough flavor to register as what it claims to be on the box, but nothing like the real thing. Nothing like what you had the last time. You swallow it. Somehow, you don't feel sick. In a weird, messed up way, you can't help but think it feels nourishing. You take a few more sips, and then just another one. Suck on the bag a little more. Suck on the bag a little more. Yeah. Eventually, you find you've emptied it already. All. You can look at the info pressed onto the side of the bag. 450 milliliters of it. Even with its blandness, you still feel like having more. You realize your body longs for that intoxicating high you felt when an image of that corpse crosses your mind, causing you to wince. What have you become? You try to piece your thoughts together, make sense of it all, when you hear the lock click and see the door open. Standing there is the well-dressed stranger you met yesterday. Immaculate suit again, that predatory look, like a hawk on a hunt, but somehow more relaxed tonight. So, like a tamed hawk, maybe.
Good evening. Slept well?
He notices the discarded empty bag.
I see you had a bit of a snack.
Okay, we got... Yeah, got any more? Was that really blood, or am I still human? Which is a stupid question. Possibly 3 strikes. Possibly strike 3. We're not saying that. Was that really blood? I feel like we're kind of dumb for asking that question, too. I'm trying to be a vampire right now. So, yeah, got any more?
I did. Got any more?
No.
And don't expect sustenance to be easy to find the next time. Come on, we've got places to be.
I don't know why I'm expecting you to suddenly pull out a Guillermo. What do you mean? Like, just go full, like, whole hog with it? The car is humming in the empty parking lot just outside the door of the cramped room you've spent the entire... Or you've spent... Blah, blah, spent how... Hubbub. Pang! The car is humming in the empty parking lot just outside the door of the cramped room you've spent the day in. The man motions to it, politely, but with a stern look on his face. Oh, like at the name.
No, Guillermo.
Rush the stranger, get inside the car, hijack the car. Well, we're gonna fail at any of those things, so we're just gonna comply.
Okay. Lead the way. After you, Guillermo.
You take the back seat again. The doors lock. The stranger takes the wheel and starts the car. You drive in silence for a while. From time to time, you keep trying to catch glimpses of familiar streets or landmarks through the blackened windows, but it's of little use. The car is also soundproofed, so all you can hear is a bit of traffic humming and the car's engine. Car apostrophe S. Apostrophe S. Who proofed this? Who copy edited this? Who proofread this shit? Okay, we get it. No, I'm gonna point it out every single time because it's bugging me out. Because the writing is really good. It's just minor things. That, like, that's what you need a proofreader for. Kids, this is why we get a proofreader. The driver doesn't say anything and seems focused on the road. You giving off some real Colin Robinson energy. Mods. 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 Put this man in the pegging chamber. Put this man in the chamber. 2 seconds. The 2-second timeout. He's oh my god, that was funny. You check the door handle. Yeah, the door is locked all right. The piece of dark glass separating you and the front of the car looks sturdy too. There's nothing left to do but wait. You didn't have time to think about it before, but you realize that you're now hungry? No, not exactly. It's not a rumbling stomach that grabs your attention. It's a need. But we already read this. We already read this. This is exactly the same line as before. They sent you the wrong order? Oh my are you shitting me right now? You actually bothered to order what did they send you? I mean, is it still good? It might still be good though. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spreads to your chest, your throat, back of your head. You try to extract you would try to extract some information out of the man behind the wheel, but you realize you'd prefer to bask in the afterglow of your last meal. You wouldn't have expected it, but you spend the rest of your trip lost in your thoughts. A lot of them concern blood. Takes you another 20 or so minutes to get to your destination. As the door opens, you try to get your bearings. You're still in New York. That much is certain. Queens, maybe? No spicy tuna? Fancy tuna? No fancy tuna? No fancy tuna? I want to watch more Oron. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I want to watch more Oron tonight. That's what I'm... No fancy tuna. Queens, maybe. Wait. You know exactly where you are. The nice looking two-story building has a logo you immediately recognize. The Art Hole. An avant-garde gallery used to hold a collection of bagged viscera and body parts by... You can't quite remember the guy's name. He's Brazilian, you think. Fabio something or other. I actually have an uncle named Fabio. That's so random. I have an uncle named Fabio, but he's Italian, though. He's Italian Fabio. Yeah. After me. No sudden movements, please. You've never been inside. Not quite your style, but the place has quite the cult following. You keep racking your brain for more facts, hoping they'll help you with whatever you got into. Two large men in suits flank the door to the gallery on both sides, and they give your companion a nod as you approach. Prompted by the stranger who guides you, you walk inside. The gallery is full, which is unusual at this hour, to say the least. About 24 faces fill the showroom, and a number of waiters navigating the gathering, serving drinks. All of them are beneath the guests' attention. The visitors are well dressed, and for the most part, but it's unclear what they have gathered here for. Nobody seems to be particularly interested in the art pieces on the walls, and the atmosphere is polite. Unnaturally so. Aw, man, they really did send you a completely wrong order. Damn, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry. At least you have, like, extra sushi for later, I guess. I suppose? I don't know. If you're gonna do that. The only time my art degree would be useful once I'm kidnapped, turned into a vampire, and taken into a weird vampire art hangout. Media critical as what is. Hate when that happens. God, I fucking hate when I'm trying to go to my art thing and then a vampire chews on me. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. California roll and a normal tuna roll. Yeah, hey, still good, though. But, yeah, I understand wanting what you wanted. Because if I did not get my shrimp rolls, I would be pissed. If I didn't get my tempura, I would be upsetty spaghetti. Okay. Many guests turn to look at you and the stranger who brought you here. Their glances are varied. You see open contempt on a few faces and animated interest on others. Most of the eyes in the room calmly observe you, as if wishing to appraise your worth. Memories come back to you like a bad case of PTSD. How many times before had someone judged you impassively or decisively through your art? You'd share a piece of yourself with the world and it'd respond by making you feel like garbage. It always took a lot of effort to not lose your cool and tell all of them to shove their opinions at their collective asses. Now, looking around, it feels you've become another artwork as commodity to be judged by a bunch of obscenely wealthy, out-of-touch assholes. It makes you want to scream. Oh, who's this scary bitch?
Oh, so I wasn't too far off with the accent that I was doing. He does have some kind of crazy accent. Good evening, Kadir. And to you, child. The noble, cold voice takes you out of your head and back to the situation at hand. The gallery. A crowd of strangers. You being brought here against your will. For what purpose? The room awaits your response. Yeah, yeah, that's his name. Okay, good evening, miss. Good evening, miss, You are addressing the Prince of New York City, Helen Panard, child of Michaela. Thank you, my sheriff, but I am capable of introducing myself. She's somewhat plain looking, doesn't seem to possess a great deal of charm, but still the entire room is intently focused on her voice. She has influence over these people, that much is clear. You may address me as Prince, child. I realize your introduction into unlife was abrupt, and I understand your sire left shortly after. The rules of our society dictate I punish you both for this transgression.
Why am I... Why am I... Why am I bald? But who bald? I love when I'm bald and the worm is just like sitting on top of my head. I think it's funny.
From El Caradar.
Yeah. Okay, when did I get balded? Okay, now it tastes like a racer. What are you eating with a racer? They didn't send you any soy sauce? Bruh, when I got my sushi from this place, they sent me hella sauces. I got hella sauces up in this... Oh, sorry. You want some? If I throw it really hard, it might make it all the way to you. Taking my hair back. Thank you. A murmur of agreement, maybe, can be heard from the gathered audience. But I am willing to listen to what our loyal sheriff has to say about the circumstances of your embrace first. My sire? Wait, my sire? You mean the man I met at the gallery? That's one of the things we're here to ascertain. You are about to be judged by the court of New York City. Kadir, please tell us how you found this fledgling and what happened on your way here. Court? Prince? Is this some kind of secret society make-believe? Yo, he's like thinking, am I with these am I chilling with LARPers right now? Am I chilling with LARPers? That's what he's thinking. A trusted informant who has chosen to remain anonymous at this time tipped me off about a suspicious kindred appearing at one of our domains. Upon investigating, I found them gone, but this fledgling remained in their place. Interestingly, his sire made use of an older haven of one of the clan of the Rose for the embrace. They were even thoughtful enough to leave a local woman for the fledgling to slake his thirst on. Despite some reservations, he offered little resistance last night and cooperated on our way to the safe house. I was pleased to not have to force his compliance. We had a quick chat, but wishing to appear here post-haste, I urged him to join me, which he did without struggle. A pleasant departure from my usual routine, I must say. His thirst partially slaked with the bagged blood we kept in the safe house, but we had a pleasant enough drive here. The story ends with us arriving at Elysium tonight. All eyes are on you again. You take a special interest in one of the faces. It's a beautiful woman with curly, almost blood-red hair and a dress to match. Oh! Alright. I'm listening. I'm looking.
You see her whispering to some bespectacled man with an absent-minded look on his face. Who is she, you wonder? Thank you, Kadir. I take note of this fledgling's behavior and will take it into consideration later. She turns her attention to you. First, there is the matter of your sire, the person who brought you here. Oh, brought you where Kadir picked you up from last night. Who are they? A beautiful man. A beautiful man. Does it matter, sire? There we go. Let me ask you this first. Why do you keep using that word? Sire? What does it mean? Under regular circumstances, they would be your patron and the one responsible for your introduction to our society. Things being what they are, however, I would very much like to know who they are. Indulge me. You find it impossible to decline her final request. Something in her voice makes you want to please her, and you hear yourself speak. He was beautiful, charismatic, charming, dark hair, sort of a artistic mess. Had an accent I couldn't recognize. He took notice of my art and bought a piece, in fact. I want to meet him again. You stop yourself from saying more, and then realize there's really not much to talk about. A nagging thought enters your mind. How did this prince persuade you with such ease? Well, Katia, does that sound familiar? No, it does not, or at least not familiar enough. I will continue the search after we are done here. Can I go now? He bought my painting. You can track him. Should I give them that information? I don't know if I should. Should I give him that information? I don't know if that's safe to do. I don't know if that's a good idea. What happens now? What happens now? Well, this is as much as you're getting out of me. What now? No. Now it is time to decide your fate, fledgling. What shall I do with the fledgling, my prince? What is your recommendation, my sheriff? The traditions are clear. Thou shalt only sire another with the permission of thine elder. If thou createst another without thine elder's leave, both thou and thy progeny shall be slain. I am ready to fulfill my duty. Stay your hand for just a moment longer, Kadir. I wish to consult my council on this. Make sure everyone is in agreement. Of course. He seems strangely relieved. Oh, 'cause he's into me. He wants me. He wants me. I know, I can tell he wants me. The prince leaves the main showroom, and a handful of people follow her out. You're about to ask this Kadir what all that talk of traditions and councils was when the red-haired woman approaches the two of you. Oh! Sophie. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Sheriff, I was wondering if I could have a word with the fledgling. What for? She lowers her voice in response. Come now, Kadir. We all know that the verdict's going to be. Let me speak to them. You might not have to stain your hands tonight after all. Her words grab his attention. His face is hard to read. It's like several emotions are struggling for domination. Anger, sadness, hope, gratitude, resolve. I'll go get my sword. He steps out of the room the way you came, and you are left in the showroom with the woman in the red dress. She takes you aside, and the eyes of the remaining guests follow you. Well then, fledgling, you are in quite the pickle. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got... Sorry, my fucking wings are in the way. What do you mean? What was that about a sword? And it seems you two have a history.
He's got a sore else missing his heart. He does need heart. Oh man. Oh man. Should I say what do you mean? Or is that gonna like piss her off because she's hot? I'm scared of her, chat. I'm scared. I don't want to get scared about the scary girl. She's hot. The hot scary girl. What am I gonna do? Okay.
What do you mean? I still don't understand what my crime is here.
Oh man, I didn't choose 3. No! It's Morbin time. Oh, poor thing. This really isn't your fault. But if you want to get out of here in one piece, you need to understand one crucial fact that seems to have eluded your grasp. Last night, you became a vampire.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, I am well aware. How ridiculous that sounds. That's the reason why we have all these nicer words for it. Kindred, being embraced, having a sire. The fact remains. The beings called vampires, you're looking at them. They're us. You glance around. Some of the guests are still occasionally looking at you, commenting on you in hushed tones. Many of the patrons are pale, really pale. Most hold glasses of wine. No, not wine. That's not the right thickness, and not the right color either. You're trying to come up with something sensible to say, but you're drawing a blank. It makes a morbid kind of sense. You drank blood last night, there's no denying it, and your breathing is not returned. Your heart remains still. A vampire. 2 voices in your head start battling for supremacy. One of them slowly begins to put everything that happened since yesterday together, coming to a conclusion that no matter how insane it might seem, nothing but what she's saying makes sense. The other voice just keeps saying, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" on repeat. You're surprised. This is often how it plays out, by design. Kadir deliberately keeping you in the dark and all. If we do nothing, you will be cut down, as sure as the day follows night. But I'm here to offer you a chance, a way out, under one condition. I will take you under my wing. If you're lucky, the prince will be in a good mood tonight, and your deference to Kadir will work in your favor. She might agree to this, but only if you swear fealty to me. I'm not making this offer lightly. As your patron, I'll take responsibility for you. Your actions will reflect on me. If they reflect negatively, well, I will make sure you face the consequences. Okay, what happens if I agree? What happens if I refuse? I don't want to die. Well, she just kind of said, what happens if I agree? Kind of. What happens if I refuse?
And what happens if I refuse?
I believe I know what the prince will ordain. I'm certain Kadir will do his duty. You, my poor fledgling, will die. For good, this time. With me, there's a chance you will not. I can be your guide in this new reality. Steps and hushed voices can be Steps and hushed voices can be heard from the side room. It seems the prince and her council are returning to the showroom. Kadir appears from downstairs as well and starts walking towards you. When you hear the verdict, ask to be spared. I will intervene. Remember my condition. She flashes a heart-melting smile towards Kadir, who does not smile back. The sheriff's immaculate suit is now complemented by a curved, oriental-looking metal scabbard fastened with a colorful sash around his waist. It would look vaguely ridiculous if it wasn't surprisingly intimidating, first and foremost. Kadir takes his place next to you and observes as the prince takes center stage again.
Loyal kindred of the New York City Camarilla gathered here tonight, I have made my decision regarding this fledgling.
She briefly addresses you.
I want you to know this was not an easy decision to make. For your part, you have done nothing. You have not done anything to earn our ire. I do feel a genuine sorrow for us. I can't read, y'all. I do feel a genuine sorrow for what must be done. We're all keenly aware that these nights we need to close our ranks and trust the wisdom of our elders and their traditions more than ever before. There is no place for tolerating dissent when our very existence is under constant threat. Although I acknowledge some of my council's divergent opinions on this. She takes a look specifically at one of the people who left the room before, a rather plainly dressed, shy-looking man whose skin has a somewhat healthier tone. He bows his head in deference. I hold the final authority over this fledgling's fate, and I declare that while their embrace might be the sire's responsibility, in their absence, it is their progeny that must be punished. The sentence is final death, to be resolved presently. Kadir? You hear a scraping sound and see that the sheriff has unsheathed his curved sword. His beautifully detailed blade, which you expect must be worth a small fortune. Its apparent sharpness makes you freeze up. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. No! This guy is so unserious. Why would he say that? His quiet mumble is he's annoyed he's missing the game for this. His quiet mumble is audible to nobody but you. As his eyes meet yours, you note just a hint of sadness. And he even looks like a What We Do in the Shadows character. He does! Because in his countenance, one that quickly vanishes to give way to grim determination. And he's out to bed. You will not get another chance to speak up. Mercy, you make your choice. I don't want to die. Spare me. Please. Prince, if I may ask you to stay the sheriff's hand for a while longer? Kadir looks at the prince, awaiting her response. The sword is still hanging above you, threatening to fall at a moment's notice. Is there something you'd like to say, Miss Langley? Yes, if I may. At first, the prince looks somewhat annoyed at the distraction, but she stays quiet for a while, measuring the mood of the room. The bored elites suddenly look at you with aroused interest. Some of them dismayed at not seeing the bloodshed, but all of them intrigued by the unexpected twist. The prince nods. Well, let's hear it. Sophie takes a few steps forward. All eyes are on her now, but Kadir's heavy hand on your shoulder makes it clear you won't take advantage of the distraction. My prince, while the traditions are clear, I believe that the proper context should be observed in addition to the letter of our laws. This fledgling is a burden, but with proper guidance, they could become an asset to our domain. Am I to understand you are volunteering to take this sightless child under your protection? Yes. I happen to think they might hold a potential that could be unfortunate to waste. I do expect their full cooperation, of course. Whispers can be heard again, an incredulous voice or two, a hushed, just behead the fucker. Some suppressed exclamations of surprise. Silence! I ask all of you to make a note of this moment. I might be persuaded to bend one tradition in this child's favor, but another will have to be enforced even more firmly in its stead. Until thy progeny be released, thou shalt command them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure. Are you certain that's a responsibility you wish to shoulder, Miss Langley? I am willing to guide this fledgling and add a valuable ally to our sect in a time of need, yes. But I would like to receive the right of destruction over them, if it pleases you. Huh?
Okay, I can be quiet and let them hash it out because I obviously don't have a say in this. This is between these two hot bitches who are deciding if I die or not right now. Okay, so remain silent. Give me a chance to prove myself, Prince, or wait, Rite of Destruction. I feel like that's the least of my worries right now. Like, right now, I'm trying to get out of here alive. Exactly. Vamp fight. Rite of Destruction, she could destroy me in a day. I'm saying. First of all, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. Maybe, should I? Oh. You're doing a lot better than most new fledglings that survive in court. Oh, well, thank you. But I really don't know what to do here. I truly don't know what to do here. Remain silent. Should I be quiet? Should I stay quiet? Because this is, like, not my business. Like, this is, like, I don't know. But if I don't say something... But if I say something, then, like, Sword could just... Come on, guys. Guys. I know you say... Staying quiet worked out for you so far. Kinda? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm actually scared. What if I die? What if I die real hard? What if I die hardly? What if I die hard? I've seen that movie. I don't know what to do. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Remain silent. It's clear tensions are high. It feels surreal to listen to strangers discussing your death, or second death, apparently, and keeping silent. You decide it's for the best to let Sophie handle this alone and not interject. You have no idea how to handle this eyes wide shut crowd. The prince looks at you, as if weighing your worth. She takes another good measure of the room before she speaks again. I shall grant you what you ask. Let it be known, Sophie Langley of the Clan of the Rose will become this fledgling's patron. They shall be considered like sire and child. Miss Langley will take full responsibility for them, and I grant her the right of destruction if she sees fit to use it. Let my intentions be clear, however. If I am to turn a blind eye to one of our most important traditions on this occasion, I expect it to be beneficial to the Camarilla. Substantially so. I hope you find this verdict satisfactory, Miss Langley. Of course, Prince. Thank you. Very well. She turns to you. I like the Snape accent. I didn't even realize I was doing it at first, honestly. and then I realized at one point, she sounded kind of like Snape, and I was like, fuck it, we're gonna, like, lean real into it. She turns to you. What is your name, child? Seth Prince. Why is this so funny to me? Be honest. Seth Prince. She nods. Welcome to the Camarilla, Sev. Now, this evening proved to be even more eventful than I had anticipated, but with the fledgling's fate decided, I believe our meeting here can conclude. Thank you all for appearing on such short notice. Give my regards to those who couldn't make it. Kadir, a moment of your time before I let you return to your duties? Of course, Prince. He shoots you a side glance that doesn't leave much space for interpretation. You'll be watched. You'll be judged. And, if need be, you will be punished. Two of them leave the gallery. Hi, Ivan! Fledgling, you fool. Oh. Well, Sev, I think we've both already managed to be significantly improve each other's evenings. But let's keep the ball rolling, shall we? I think we should have a toast to a new, fruitful partnership. She raises her hand.
at one of the well-dressed concierges, who has now reappeared in the showroom to refill the guests' glasses. The conventionally handsome man approaches with a carafe of red liquid. He pours it into 2 tall glasses. It's blood again, and that much is clear. You're in 2 minds about drinking it, but the memory of last night's hunger makes you wince. You take a tentative sip. You expected the same blandness you tasted a few hours ago, but this one you can actually savor. It's smoky and warm, making you think of a cozy cabin in the woods. It does strike you as a strange image for your mind to jump to when drinking human blood, but it is what it is. You've never tasted anything like it. Do you like it? I think New York City caterers have very bourgeois ideas about what good blood should taste like. Apologies. You must have so many questions. While we're on the topic, perhaps we should start with those related to sustenance. Okay. Let me move my big ass head and my wings out of the way. How much do I have to drink? Where do you get blood? Does the taste of blood matter? Okay, well, where do you get blood? That's a stupid fucking question. That's dumb. How much? Also kind of all of these are dumb questions. But I think the more relevant one is, where do you get it? Like, are we allowed to kill people? Because if there's a rule about that, and I don't know it, and I fuck that up later, that's going to be a problem. So, it's kind of weird you have waiters serving blood. Where'd you get it from? That can be kind of a touchy subject. Let's just say that most of the blood available at events like this is crowd-funded. Did I get that right? It's hard to keep track of modern language. At any rate, what I mean is there is a plethora of vessels on tap. As for where to get blood when you're not at Elysium, tomorrow I shall take you hunting and we will explore this topic further. What you need to know right now is, no matter how much you drink, you will always be tempted to have more. Unless you consume someone wholly to the last drop. But even that doesn't last. Best start by just taking a single sip from a vessel. Be prudent. Hot, fresh blood is more satiating than anything else. Or than anything can be served in a fancy glass. But it can make you more voracious. As to how much you should have, it depends. If you're frugal, you can survive many nights without a single drink. But it's risky, and it will tempt the beast that is part of our curse. A beast? That beast you mentioned, is that a metaphor, or? Oh, it's quite real, although not a strictly physical sense. It lives in all of us, our nature and hunger manifest. Those more religious among us can connect it to the biblical Cain, the rage of the first murderer, cursed by God, seething in all his descendants. I, however, am a child of enlightenment. Not that it makes my struggle any easier. I have to be wary, like every kindred in the city and beyond. Individual kindred have a unique relationship to their beast. Whatever yours is going to be remains to be seen. But you do need to keep it under control. Each outburst endangers not just you, but also the Masquerade. The concierge returns, asking for permission to intrude, which Sophie gives with a polite smile, and then leads in to whisper in her ear. You note that the gallery is now almost empty. I'm being told the gallery is about to close, but we still have quite a lot to discuss. We'll go to one of my apartments. What the fuck? Jalopy? Jalopy? What the fuck is that word? I have a degree in this language. Jalopy is waiting downstairs. Come. The smile she puts on makes you remember last night's encounter in the showroom. A similar eagerness to spend time with this person overtakes you momentarily, and you follow her outside. Your sixth sense tells you she's an artistic soul, too, and unwittingly start projecting good qualities onto her. Sophie leads you to a luxurious... Oh, here we go. We got the fucking Rolls Royce. We got the Rolls Royce. That's what I was talking about earlier. I said, why do we have a Rolls Royce? We have a Rolls Royce now. Okay. And invites you to sit in the back. The chauffeur, a broad-shouldered, clean-shaven, middle-aged guy, starts driving immediately. Where did we leave off?
I believe I started telling you a bit about our customs. You've heard the prince refer to our traditions. The chief among them is the masquerade. As you might have gathered from assembling at a niche gallery after closing time, our comings, goings, and doings tend to be somewhat secretive. We do not advertise our existence. We allow myths and modern fiction to morph and muddle the facts, so to keep the vast majority of kine, we remain bedtime stories and pop culture icons. Say, is that one television show about a vampire angel still popular?
Yeah. You shake your head in confusion. She shrugs and continues talking, looking a little more dejected than before. You don't get the rolls for the Mets fan yet. Okay, I'm gonna eat a piece of sushi, y'all. It's sushi time. I need a chomp. I need a little chomp chomp. It's chomping time. Oh, so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Okay. Do I hear Chef humming John Cena's theme? Yes. Yo, it's such a good roll. I made no error ordering sushi. This was so good. I still have some left, but I'm trying to not be annoying, and I'm keeping it on the ice, so it's fine. Angel mentioned, yeah. Hydrate! Thank you, pasta! She morbid as. I love how you keep, every time I say I'm gonna eat a couple bites, you send me on hydrate, and I actually, like, that's kind of adorable. Oh my god, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Okay. We'll get back to the dramatic reading. I'm actually having so much goddamn fun with this. I hope you guys know. I'm having so much. This is gonna be. We're gonna play this on stream until it's done. I don't care that it's. I don't care. I'm having so much fun with it. That, like, if you want to be here for it, you can be here for it. If you don't want to, I understand. I know most people want me to do ASMR. That's fine. But I'm gonna read this whole fucking thing on stream. We're doing it. I'm locked in now. I have not played Bloodlines. I have not played Bloodlines. This is my first ever, like, Vampire the Masquerade story experience whatsoever. Okay. While I'm still yammering and haven't gotten back to reading, I'm gonna grab some water. Um, so I'm gonna mute for just a second, but then I will be right back. Like, we're talking 30. Maybe I'll pee too. So, okay, 1 minute, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Alrighty. Grab my water. Had my little moment. Faye and Asperia, welcome in. Thank you so much for the first time chat. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. This is like, I've actually never really done anything like this before stream wise, but I'm having like a really, I'm having a really good time. Bro actually put up a timer for what? What? Oh, my timer thing doesn't appear? Hold on, let me change that really quick. I can change that. I could change that easily. Easily. I think. Maybe. Hiccup. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Well, either way, I'm gonna go back in. Okay. Let's hear the laws. Okay. Okay. Back into this. You shake your head in confusion. She shrugs and continues talking, looking a little bit more dejected than before. Our clandestine ways help us remain safe, allow us to explain away the occasional trip up to the rational minds of the 21st century humanity, and dictate how much of our interactions with mortals. Is your driver a vampire too? Okay, we got. Hold on. Can I take my wings off? There we go. Take the wings off. They're taking up too much space. What's the risk? Is your driver a vampire too? Is there anything the movies get right? That's kind of a funny question. I feel like she might fuck with that question, actually. Because she was asking about TV shows. If they're really trying to hide, releasing this game isn't helping. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Hello? What? Bruh. Brother. Why? Why would you do this to me? Brother, Brother, What's that? What's that, brother? Girly pop. Why am I this? I don't want to be this. I'm not trying to, I'm not, my tail. Why's my tail stuck? Man. Well. A cute succubus disappears. I know. I'm sad. I don't want to be this. I don't wish to be this form. I'm gonna go back. I'm going back to normal. There's nothing you can do. How fucking rude of you. How could you do something like this to me? How could you? How could you? You're all ridiculous. I'm trying to get back into the game, and you're distracting me. Where the fuck is my model? There it is. All right, y'all. What? Am I in jail? Am I in jail right? Whoa. Am I in jail right now? Is that what's going on here? Oh, jail doesn't work. Cool. Love that for me. Oh boy. Oh, but it still made me cry. That slide into the text box was funny. Let me scooch over just a little bit still, so I like don't, because I'm like I'm bogarting the text box area. Clearly. Okay. I can still scoot over a little bit more. It's because I don't have my wings on. I tucked them shits back. I tucked them back. Because, you know, they were causing an eyesore problem. Alright. I think that this question is relevant because I think this
She was already asking about TV shows. I think she might appreciate that.
Well, there has to be some stuff that the books or movies got right, or is it all just vampire propaganda?
There is a kernel of truth in every myth. Those concerning the kindred are no exception. There are mortals who sift through and manage to separate the facts, and though that doesn't happen, thanks to Hollywood. For one, sunlight burns us. That's why we rest during the day. You felt it. More like being dead than dormant, isn't it? But we have no choice. We are night dwellers, but day sleepers. Some are more folk-related threats, are just legends, or just occasionally a minor nuisance. Garlic, running water, even religious symbols don't repel us, unless the wielder is uniquely pure and godly. Stake through the heart, though, that's something to avoid. They do not destroy, but they do paralyze, which, under the right circumstances, can often be the same thing. That's a reason to have somebody like my trusted driver, Gregory, making sure you're safe when you drift away. He may have many enemies, or we have many enemies, and they often know their advantage lies within daylight. Oh, this is her Guillermo. This is her familiar, basically, then. Garlic breath kind of gross, but garlic so tasty. But garlic so tasty, though. What about pumpkins? What? What about pumpkins? Why are you asking about pumpkins? What's pumpkins got to do with this? Familiars are called ghouls here? Okay.
Familiar.
So it's vampires versus humans, so it's good to keep human friends. Do vampires watch each other's backs? No, they don't. They're fucking backstabbers, bro. So it's good to keep human friends.
Am I right in thinking that having a human friend or two is necessary then? Or at least useful?
In moderation. And best if they don't know your true nature. Also, I would say that subordinates are useful, but friends... I haven't had one of those in many years now. Our little sect supplies social interactions aplenty, but it doesn't really encourage friendships. Alliances of convenience, to be broken at a whim, yes, that's more like it. Yo, who be pumping they kin? Dead burp, Yo, who up pumping they kin right now? Why do you think we put pumpkins on our porches on Halloween? Wait, is that for, like, to keep off the ghosts or something? I don't know. Long-term solidarity does occur in the Camarilla, but we are a very politicized organization by necessity. Loyalty is to your sire, to your prince, and to the sect. Friends must remain a distant priority at best for those who... For us to... Friends must remain a distant priority at best for us to maintain the Masquerade and thrive as the years pass. With age comes authority. With it comes influence and power if you wish to reach for them. She seems to be lost in thought and falls silent for a while, leaving you to ponder all the things you've learned tonight. It still feels absolutely unreal, but as piece after piece of knowledge falls into place, the image becomes almost like an entirely logical jigsaw puzzle. Whatever you wouldn't believe on your own, you've witnessed. Many questions swarm your thoughts, but the one you keep returning to is what your place in this new reality should be. The car stops. You are in the city, in front of an old, but well-renovated apartment building. We're here. Would you like to see your lodgings?
Okay, my own apartment? Neat. Is it another parking lot room? Or what if I want to sleep in my home? They're gonna be like, well, you can't go there now because blah, 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 blah. There's gonna be some fuck-ass reason for it, so I'm not even gonna ask. It's probably not another apartment, but I also don't want to sound like conceited. Ah, fuck it. I get my own apartment? That's neat.
Consider it the first of many gifts that I am able to grant in exchange for loyalty. Come upstairs.
She leads you through a small hall with a night guard who greets Ms. Langley with a good evening. And you take the stairs up to the second floor. Sophie opens the door to the room 209. Apartments in NYC given away for free? These vamps rich. Yeah, they're fucking loaded, dude. They're all loaded. Inside are all the amenities you would expect from a modern apartment, and some you wouldn't have deemed necessary just the previous night, including thick blinds on the windows. Damn, this place is nice. I know! Like 10K! Bruh. The back has a comfortable looking bed and a thick steel door with several sturdy looking blocks, but no windows.
Well, how'd you like it?
I'm gonna be polite.
This is great. Thank you.
I'm glad. Make yourself at home. Tomorrow, I will take you hunting and discuss the blood in more detail. I'll let you get comfortable. The keys are by the television set. I will pick you up tomorrow night. Use the back room for rest, and you can lock all the doors, just in case.
It stings a bit when she leaves. It's like the room suddenly became a few shades dimmer. You inspect the kitchen, hoping to find something to drink. Nothing. No regular food, either. Feels strange that Kadir could be a more thoughtful host than your new sire, even if in only that respect. You briefly wonder if the sheriff might have a hidden side. Foreshadowing. With nothing left to do, you lie on the couch, with the TV playing in the background for company. Columbo reruns. Kojak reruns. President of the United States got himself into serious trouble again. President of the United States got himself out of serious trouble again. Pundits start yelling at each other about things that seemed a little bit less insignificant just 2 days ago. Well, Kadir is a Mets fan, so he's either a glutton for punishment or very forgiving. Glutton for punishment or very forgiving is so funny to me. I don't know why that got me. Oh, that's such a good way of putting it. Oh, you start drifting off, reflecting about another night of confusing conversations and worldview shattering revelations. How many more before you finally understand what happened to you and what you're supposed to do now? You keep coming back to the life you left behind, the people you should contact, the things you want to pick up from your apartment. You wonder when you'll have the chance for either. As you start to feel the same tiredness that made you drift into a cold sleep last night, you settle in the back room. The bed is comforting. The lack of windows, less so. You leave the light bulb on. Looking at it, you realize it's the closest thing you'll ever come to staring at the sun on a breezy summer day again. A wave of melancholy overwhelms you. A few minutes later, your consciousness fades and you take the plunge into darkness again, sinking, 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 sinking. A what? What? A what? A what? Mechanic? A mechanic? Rest. Oh, there's a tutorial? We're already 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours. Hunger is at the heart of a vampire's existence. To ignore it is to tempt the beast to take over in its desire to feed. To overindulge in feeding may threaten the masquerade, while straining what humanity you have left. What's that meme of like the two astronauts and the one's got a gun to the other one's back and is like, you mean this was a tutorial? And the other one's like, always was. God damn, okay. In Coteries of New York, having high hunger is indicated by a progressively thicker, bloody frame around the screen, like the one you see now. Oh. As your hunger grows, so does this indicator. Your hunger may increase when you call upon your vampiric powers or when you need to mend your wounds after a fight. We're gonna fight in this game? Oh boy. You mean this was a tutorial? Always was. Oh. When your hunger reaches the maximum level, you will receive a warning after you complete a piece of the story. Ignore it at your own peril. Some choices might only be visible if your hunger is high enough. Similarly, high hunger may block off some choices, as you will be able to see after pressing continue. I was then shot 37 times in the chat. Yeah. I love that this game has like the same like color scheme as like my backgrounds and stuff and me. It like makes me like ooh. To decrease your hunger, you will need to feed. Whenever you see a feeding opportunity, you can take the risk to hunt and slake your hunger. Feeding opportunity. You will need to keep the hunger at bay if you are to uphold the masquerade and survive the nights that await you. I fired, and I missed, and then I missed again, and I passed out. Oh. Oh, hi, sheepy. Welcome, welcome. The bed isn't warm. Damn, I never thought about that. You'll never be able to be, like, warm and cozy in your bed ever again because you're fucking cold. You're just a cold bitch. The room is filled with artificial light from the ceiling. The Solia? Metal door is closed. Just get a heated blanket. Yeah. I'm okay, sheep. I'm good. We're chilling. Normally, you'd stretch for a bit. On some mornings, you'd probably throw the quilt over yourself and snooze a moment longer. You know you're single when your bed isn't warm. Tell me about it! Tell me fucking about it. But that was before. The way you woke up now, you're fully conscious. No grogginess, nothing weighing you down, just the nagging need in the back of your head. Hunger. Not as severe as the last time, but unmistakably there. You get up and open the door to the main room. A digital clock on the TV shows you the time, 9:04 p.m. You walk over to the blinds and retract them cautiously. The only light coming in is New York City's artificial nighttime luminescence. So that's why your waking hours are going to look like now. You miss the sunlight already. You're seriously considering just walking out of the apartment and figuring this all out by yourself, but then you come back to the memory of excuse me. And then you come back to the memory of Kadir's exotic sword being raised in the gallery. Maybe sticking around isn't that bad of an idea after all. His long, girthy, exotic sword. Dark, who hired you? You keep jumping channels for around half an hour and then switch the streaming services. Almost as if the universe had a sense of irony. You catch True Blood and the flood of recommendations. Not True Blood! The doorbell rings. It's Sophie. Good evening, Sev. Slept well? Like a dead man, yeah. Like a dead man. Curious wording, but not that far from the truth, I suppose. No use dwelling on it. I think you will agree with time. You made the right choice yesterday. I can teach you many things about yourself, your blood, its desires, and its power. We'll begin tonight. You are hungry, yes? I'm sure you are. Our kind always is. There is only one remedy, the blood. The drinks we had yesterday at Elysium are not the usual way you slake your thirst. So, tonight I will assist you in your first foray into hunting. You need to learn to sense the kind of blood you desire, to understand how you can use the kinds of vulnerabilities to your advantage.
No more freebies? I'm ready to learn.
What do you think what should I say? Ah, I'm down for it.
Well, I'm ready to learn. Let's get started.
Such eagerness. Or is it just your hunger making you impatient? You will find that drinking moderate amounts of it regularly will keep the hunger and the whispers of the beast away. You might think yourself monstrous, but there is a balance to be found here. The kiss gives the kind pleasure. You might remember this from your own embrace. Some can even become addicted to the sensation, but if you do it right, they tend to misremember your feeding. After all, vampires do not exist. They are myths, fairy tales, and pop culture mainstays, correct? She gives you a sly, knowing smile. That is why the masquerade is so important, and even more crucial when you feed.
Whoa.
How do you avoid being seen? How do you cover your tracks? How do you select a victim? How do you select a victim?
How do I choose who to feed from? Are there better or worse targets?
Isolated kind are the easiest prey, of course, but it much depends upon context. Hunting requires a different approach in a busy club than it does on an empty street. And with time, you will have the luxury of finding your preference in hunting methods and prey. For now, I suggest experimenting in moderation. Feeding from the same area repeatedly can be dangerous, but by branching out, you risk the ire of the other kindred on whose domains you trespass. Lucky for you, New York City is more forgiving in this regard. New York is in somewhat of a unique position. Many of its neighborhoods remain contested or unclaimed. The reason for this is a lesson for another time, but keep the following in mind. Take opportunities to feed when they present themselves these upcoming nights, as long as you hunt cautiously and respect the masquerade at all times, you should be fine. To wit, I want you to join me for a trip tonight. Come downstairs. Gregory is waiting for us. The busy street fills the air with traffic noise, pedestrian chatter, and a mix of smells that disorient you momentarily. These warm bodies contain what you want, what you need. You catch yourself. Did you really just think of these people as mere sources of blood? It takes a nudge from Sophie to break your train of thought. Her driver opens the door for her, and then tips his hat to you, gesturing to the back of the car. The car casually joins the somewhat thinned New York traffic. It's still busy, in a way that only one of the biggest cities in the world can be, but compared to a daytime commute, it's a pleasant drive. You barely have the time to gather your thoughts and formulate new questions before the car comes to a stop. You're among the tall skyscrapers that make up Manhattan's iconic skyline. You feel a pang of emotion as you realize this is where you took part in the exhibition just 2 nights prior. The same address, and you suspect same hall. To what ends has it been repurposed tonight? Come, Sev. Park the car, Gregory, will you? The driver nods and Sophie gets out. You join her, and the two of you walk through the glass doors together, then take the elevator up. You first notice an empty stage with the instruments of a string quartet still in the back, and then take in the few dozen chairs in front of it. The concert seeming concluded, the patrons, all smartly dressed and posh, have spread out all over the hall. Sophie strides confidently inside, produces an invitation from her purse that she flashes in front of a security guard. You follow close, and are let it through without issue. Let's start easy. A social setting like this one would usually prove quite challenging to an inexperienced kindred, but consider this evening a small gift from your patron. I'm hoping to procure for you a willing vessel. Just remember what I told you about taking small sips. This one I have a soft spot for. Don't damage her. Now, let's see. Ah, there he is. She notices somebody in the crowd, flashes a heart-melting smile, and suddenly even you feel drawn to her. You haven't thought about it before, but it's laid clear before you in this moment. Sophie is beautiful. Just looking at her is a privilege. Just being with her makes you feel elated. Everybody in the crowd, but especially the man who's almost tripping over himself to reach her, clearly agrees. Edgar, I'm so happy to see you. How's your daughter? Is she with you? Oh, there she is, Julie. My girl. Come over, please. There's somebody I'd like you to meet. The young woman who walks across the hall can't be more than 19 years old. It's clear from her mismatched earrings and the partially faded purple hair dye that she doesn't quite fit this crowd. Julie, this is Sev. I think the two of you should get acquainted while I talk business with your dad. Awfully boring stuff, I assure you. I'm positive you'll like each other. The girl gives you a shy smile and nods towards the balcony stairs. You follow, somewhat unsure what it is exactly Sophie expects you to do. You reach a secluded space from which the entire lobby is visible. All eyes are on Sophie.
Oh. Thank you for the follow, Dentist Doctor. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. My name's Severia. I'm your succubus. I'm happy you're here. Thank you so much.
All eyes are on Sophie. They listen intently, then laugh when she does. Julie saves you the trouble of figuring out the next step. If, you're with Sophie, then, I guess you're, that you know. She puts her wrist to her lips and gives herself a theatrical nip. Then looks to you embarrassed, but also hopeful. Okay. Yeah, I do. I don't know what you're talking about or what you're into, that sort of thing.
Wait, are you into this sort of thing?
She blushes, looks down at the floor, nods. Could you? If you'd like. Miss Langley tells me, she swallows hard. Avoids your eyes. That I taste nice.
Yup.
You take her forearm in your hands. A quick look around confirms nobody's watching, and no security cameras cover this area. You bite down gently. It's surreal. She's just given you her blood of her own volition. How is this possible? What about the masquerade? You need to ask Sophie. Your thoughts disappear amid the bliss. There's just the taste. Sweet, fresh, sanguine. You drink. And drink. And drink. No, stop. Stop. Stop! You tear away from the girl harder than you wanted. Still, the bite leaves just tiny punctures. Almost as if by instinct you lick them clean, and the two holes become concealed just like that. Julia is now leaning on the wall, pale, wobbly on her feet, but happy? She lets out a dreamy sigh, opens her eyes. A few tears fall on her shirt, tears of joy. Thank you. Please, can you walk me downstairs? Please, my dad, he doesn't know. He thinks it's a condition. Miss Langley told him so. She leans on him and requests you walk her over to a bench. She takes a seat and smiles at you. The crowd around Sophie disperses slowly. Looking at her now, only some residual awe hangs in the air. Yes, she's pretty. Maybe even beautiful, sure, but not your type. What came over you before? You walk over to her. Edgar, dear, it was splendid talking to you, but we need to get going. Give Julie my best wishes. Come with, Sev. Gregory is waiting for you out front. It's only in the car that Sophie addresses you. I can tell from your look that you took the opportunity. Good for you. That girl's exquisite, don't you think? You wouldn't tell by her demeanor, but she has so much passion. Brings out unique bouquet in her blood. Right, so she knows who we are. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
think she knows who we are. That's not normal, right?
Oh, it's not usual. That much is true, but don't worry. She will do anything I tell her to. And won't say anything to anyone that I haven't put in her pretty head first. Time for the next stop. Training wheels off this time. Gregory, Flushing Meadows, please. The driver takes the car over to Williamsburg Bridge. You settle your thoughts. Oi! Des is back. Let's go.
Sev, okay.jpg. Yeah, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna eat another piece of sushi. I only have 2 left, so. Another piece of sushi time. Shit's fire, by the way. Oh. Rationing the sushi like it was The Last of Us? No. No. Well, no, I have an ice pack, and I'm keeping it on the ice pack while I'm, like, playing my game. Because I didn't want to, like, waste too much time, but I'm taking little breaks to eat pieces of sushi. I only have 1 more after this. Oh. I want some of the little crunchies. Okay. Pasta with the hydrate, of course. Because I ate I ate a bite, so now you're gonna hydrate me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good job, woman. Ate a whole sushi. Look, I ate a sushi roll, okay? I left 2 hours ago. No, I got it shortly after I started stream, but I ate the shrimp tempura first, and then I had my roll, but my roll has been sitting on ice, so it's, like, safe. So I let it, yeah, I've been, like, slowly eating it. Oh, Aaron, no, because he got the wrong order. They sent him the wrong order. Yeah, so then, so he got, so yeah, that's why he only just now got his sushi. I sent the wrong rolls. Keeping our streamer moist, yeah. Basically. Yum yum. Heard that in Snape's voice. Always. Ah. This is the most different voices you guys have ever heard from me on a stream, by the way. Huh. Okay. Okay. What did we... Wait, what did you do to those people back there? What's this about training wheels?
Those people back there at the hall, they were all entranced. Even I was under your spell. What was that?
She smiles with satisfaction. That old trick. Just the blood doing my bidding. We all have our talents. And some of them come from the legacy we inherit from our sire. Others can be learned with experience. I can sway people or make them fear me. I see more of the world and in greater detail than some kindred. I can will my body to move with unparalleled precision and grace, and more. All of those skills make me who I am. They also help me hunt.
Yeah. How exactly do I use these talents?
You will the blood to do your bidding. Many times, you'll find you do these things intuitively, almost passively, but making an entire room focus their attention on you, that is tempting the beast. Always keep the masquerade in mind, however. It is all fine if you can disappear in plain sight or command animals with your mind, but save those overt talents for the right place and time. It only takes you half an hour to reach the park at this time of night. Both you and Sophie leave the car, with Gregory left behind to find a parking spot and keep an eye on the car. Sophie seems deep in thought. She takes in the surroundings with a dreamy gaze. The sky is surprisingly clear tonight, the stars just barely visible in the light-polluted aura of the city. I feel like having a snack myself. I'll be by the fountain. Go, look for somebody to your liking. Whatever... Well... See what effects you can achieve with your blood. But only pick one victim. Just one. Then come back. Seeing how she seems not altogether here right now, you decide to leave Sophie to her own devices and seek out your own prey. From here, it looks like you have a few choices. Just taking a stroll around the park and finding an isolated jogger or someone like them could work, but focusing on one area might work better. The New York State Pavilion might work as a secluded spot. There's a skate park nearby, and worst case scenario, there's bound to be some unfortunate wino around. Or maybe the tennis courts nearby. There's light coming from there, so somebody might still be playing a late night match. They won't be alone, but they might be tired and let their guard down. As these scenarios play out in your mind, you realize you're planning how to assault a stranger in the middle of the night. It's a weird way to be, but the now familiar hunger prompts you to act. Alright, okay, so what are we doing, chat? Wendigo. Honestly, you could download the VOD, export the audio as we go podcasting. Dude, like, this actually might be one of the first VODs I actually post on YouTube, because like it's a let's play, and I'm gonna do the entire thing on stream. Oh man, I only wanted to like be on for like 3 hours at a time, but depending on how into it we are, we'll see. Okay, Pavilion. I'm thinking Pavilion 2. That's what I was thinking too, actually. It'd help me watch this sort of thing when I come home from work. Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the Pavilion. Ow! Why am I bald? You make your way to one of the park's most well-known landmarks. The round skeleton of the New York State Pavilion, with its two vaguely futuristic-looking towers. Ow! 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 What the fuck? Ow! What did I do? I'm taking my hair back, you bitches. Anyway. You don't get lucky with a skate park. It's not deserted. Instead, a group of skaters is gathered there, talking loudly and listening to music playing out of crackling smartphone speakers. Thank you for the horn pats. Deciding to have a quick look around, you identify a potential victim. A sleeping bag lady. A sleeping bag lady. Not a sleeping bag lady. Leaned back on a bench, a shopping cart full of what looks like trash nearby. Even thinking of that second option makes you feel sick. You decide to take your chances with the skaters, not even getting close to the homeless woman. You think back to what Sophie did in the hall. How she managed to focus the attention of the entire gathering on her. That might be a tall order for you, but a single person? It could be doable. You single out a guy who's talking on his phone from the away from the gathering. He's having a heated discussion with somebody. A relative? A partner? It's not going well. This talk's over. I said shut the fuck up. Hey, you hearing me? Shut up. Call me when you get some fucking sense in your stupid brain, okay? He ends the call abruptly and almost throws the phone to the ground in frustration. So no head? Sorry.
Rough night.
He's got an angry expression on his face and tears welling in his eyes, but it gives you a curious look. Even a bit of a shy smile.
Yeah, you could say that. Sup?
Ooh. Hold on, my freaking wings are back. Alright. What are we thinking? Come closer, let's talk? Oh, that sounds kind of like threatening. I got just the cure for that downer. Maybe he's onto drugs. Maybe he's on drugs. Do you think he likes drugs? Does he look like he likes drugs? I can't tell. I want to show you something.
That's something that'll put a smile on your face.
He takes a few steps forward, away from his buddies, who remain totally oblivious to what's happening, but you see your influence fading. My influence is fading? Oh no, I fucked this up really bad. Oh, God. You take your chance and lunge. Your fangs sink into his exposed shoulder. He shivers and lets out a moan. His phone hits the pavement, and you hear the casing crack. His blood tastes like a clash of hot emotion and melancholy laced with some artificial stimulant you can't quite place. An energy drink? A recreational drug? It's a strange mix. Wow, you made him break his phone. You hardly have the chance to savor it, as the proximity of the skater's friends make you feel vulnerable. You hastily finish drinking and drag the guy over to the pavilion. When you turn around, you realize you're not alone. A hooded man is looking menacingly at you.
Hey! What do you think you're doing barging on my turf like this, Lick? What did you call me? A lick? What's that supposed to mean? Don't be cute with me. I know what you are. Shove that masquerade bullshit up your ass. Better tell me who you are, who you're with, before my posse shows up and we beat the shit out of you.
What do I do?
I drank the blood of some people, but the people were on drugs, and now I'm a wizard. I heart beer. That time I drank a junkie's blood. That's the newest isekai. That time I drank a junkie's blood and got reincarnated as a fucking like. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I don't want to incriminate anybody, especially not my new sire. Guys, I'm actually being so serious. It says no backseating, but please backseat right now. What should I say? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Mike. I don't give a fuck. His name was Mike. Call him a chump. Call him a chump. Okay. I would never tell my sire. Cameraless fine. Cause that's probably like the whole host of them. And then okay, that seems safe. Chill out with the Camarilla. He does anything but chill out. He immediately tenses up, gives you an extremely nasty look, and bares his fangs. You with the ivory tower cunts, huh? Well. Tonight's my lucky night. I'ma fuck you up and bring you to Callahan. He'll have some fun breaking your shins, and maybe by the end of it, he'll get to have a nice long sip. I wonder what you taste like, Lick. He does his best impression of Hannibal Lecter's and a nice Chianti shtick. Oh. Nice Chianti! But he's not intimidating, is he? He's not as... And a nice... He's not as intimidating as he thinks. Oh. 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 What does this mean? But this was a hidden one. Is it not hidden? Am I not? What? I'm not. Ooh. But I think I'm well fed enough. You take off. Fast. Faster than you have ever run. The hoodlum has trouble keeping up, but howls behind you like an animal and gives chase anyway. As you reach the Unisphere again, you slow down, noticing two people near the sculpture, a man and a woman, tangled in a passionate embrace. No, not exactly. It's Sophie, feeding. But this whole scene is set up so that it looks like a couple getting intimate in public. She pulls it off like she's done 100 times before. It occurs to you that she probably has. It is hot, I'm saying. The man is unsure on his feet as she lets go of him and leads him to a nearby bench. Noticing you, she whispers something into his ear and leaves him. Her driver appears from behind a tree. Well, Sev, how did it go? You're about to answer when the same figure as before emerges from one of the alleys. He looks at the three of you and a predatory smile creeps onto his lips. You thought you could run away from me, Lick? Think you'll be safe with your friends? Well, I have friends too. He makes a motion to shout, but two things happen almost at the same time. First, that feeling of warmth and beauty emanating from Sophie flares up again, entrancing both you and the hooded thug. His shout comes at it as a weak, confused squeak. Second, Gregory produces a wooden stake from a holster under his jacket and slams it into the thug's chest. Just like that, in a few seconds, the posturing vampire is down on the ground, paralyzed. I see you've made a friend, Sev. Curious choice of company, I would say. Who is he? He said something about presenting me to somebody called Callahan. Ever heard of him? She looks shocked for a split second, then recovers her regular countenance. Yes, I have. This hoodlum is Anarch, then? Curious. Corona Park has not been claimed by any kindred last I checked. Let's go to the car. We'll put him in the trunk and present him to Kadir tomorrow night. I'm sure he'll be delighted to make this unbound's acquaintance. Gregory carries the staked vampire and dumps him into the car's trunk like a mannequin. It's a strange sight, and you're quite happy you're not in that poor fucker's shoes right now. Wonder how you'd say skibbity risen vampire. Oh, well, I suppose you have a bit of the skibbity riz, don't you? Your riz is surprisingly skibbity. Alright, Des. Take care. It's almost surprising that you can get away with just casually throwing a stiff into your car and driving away. Hey, yo, a stiff into your car and driving away. But then you remember that Sophie has been doing this far longer than you have. Still, the nagging thought that anything you did tonight could have been recorded on a CCTV camera or picked up by a rando with a half-decent smartphone streamed online fills you with dread. Hunting and using your abilities is a dangerous business. It's clear that this whole being a vampire thing has about as many caveats as it has perks. You're taken out of your headspace by Sophie's voice. I'll pick you up tomorrow night, same as tonight. I have some business to attend at Elysium, but I expect you to accompany me. Plus, our friend in the back needs to be properly introduced to Kadir and the Prince. I'm sure he'll have some interesting things to say to the court. Her voice is cold, cruel, and nothing like the enchanting personality she showed at the gallery earlier tonight. Sophie is clearly a woman of many faces. What's gonna happen to him? The usual, I imagine. Interrogation by Kadir, probably in the basement of the gallery. A quick trial with the prince in attendance, if she's there tomorrow night. A swift execution as the verdict.
This all sounds eerily familiar to you, and you can't help but feel a pang of guilt when you think about what awaits this guy tomorrow night.
You haven't told me how your hunting went. Getting the hang of it, I would hope.
I think I am. Yeah. I'll cope.
I'm glad.
She doesn't question you further. She seems distracted, not all there. Her thoughts drift, and the car remains silent until you reach your apartment.
We'll pick you up tomorrow evening. Good night.
Just like that, without any further courtesy, Sophie leaves, driven to her apartment by Gregory with a body in the trunk. Right in the middle of Manhattan. Did you cross paths with these situations like this in the past, unknowingly? What other secrets did you pass on the streets without knowing their true nature? Your haven is just as you left it hours ago. Although the sun won't come up for some time, you feel tired. You learned something about yourself today, and it'll take time to process. You're not in the mood for television, and the few books on the shelves in the apartment are either in languages you don't speak or sound like a boring read. Nothing left to do but rest. You settle in the back room, lock the door. Moment of hesitation, but then a decision. This time, you turn the light off. You think back to Julie. How many people in this city know about vampiric society? How many are willing accomplices and sustaining it? And the thug you met in the park, if he's not Camarilla, then what is he? Are there independent vampires? Not indie vampires. Not indie vampires. How does that work? More questions. You begin wondering if there's ever going to be a night where you can start crossing them off the list instead of adding to it. You close your eyes. You sink into the now familiar void of nothingness. It greets you with open arms like an old friend. Alright, guys. It's been 3 hours. What? I don't want to stop. I really don't. I am actually having such a good time. But I also know that, like, this could be a very long fucking stream. And I know that it's getting late for a lot of people, so I'm not sure what... Am I tired? No. I feel like I could easily have at least, like, another, like, 30 minutes in me. At least. Continue for a bit? Okay. Okay. You're still in the tutorial! You're here for it? Okay. Alright, well, I'm having a great fucking time. This is really fucking fun. Okay, let me eat my last piece of sushi. And then we'll lock in for a little bit longer. I hate, though, when you know when you get tempura and they leave the tail on the tempura in your sushi and you're like, dude, that's inconvenient. Because I have to take the tail out, you know? It's awkward. I don't like eating the tail. Just a personal preference. It's just like, there's no flavor, it's just like scaly. It's gross, but gotta balance out with the effort of taking the tail. It's not that hard of a, it's not that hard to take the tail off. Mm. Oh, delightful.
Now I have a bag of ice to worry about, though, so I need to move that into my bathroom or something. Holy shit.
Ah! Give me 1 second. The sush has I actually ate all of my food. I ate all my food, which is crazy for me. That does not happen ever. I ate all my food. I'm actually so proud of me. What the hell? That was delightful. Well, because it's sushi. So that's not demolished sush. I did. I demolished the sush. I'm actually low-key like, okay, that's going to sound really silly, but I actually am proud of myself. That I actually ate all my food. Holy shit. Hi, pasta. I'm surprised I didn't get a hydrate with that one. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, I'm going to hydrate anyway. I need to take my damn wings back off. Okay. Wait, what? Huh? I'm blind? Oh my god, there is one! You're so right. I'm sorry. I feel like I can eat my... Dude, it's like, sushi is one of the few things I've noticed that, like, I can actually, like, I can put it away. I can fucking put it away and I don't feel uncomfortable. Because I feel like with most foods, I get really uncomfortable very quickly. Like, I'll eat a few bites and I'm just like, I can't do it. But sushi is one of those things that, like, I'm realizing. But yeah, I ate that entire roll. I'm real proud of myself. I ate a whole roll. Let's fucking go. And a couple extra shrimps. Because I wanted some scrimps. So I got me some scrimps. Hell yeah. I can bint a sushi... I can bint that sushi bone. Boat goes binted, Mori Calliope. Boat goes binted? Boat goes binted? Okay. Alright. Let me glorp. And then we continue on. For a little bit longer. Not too much longer, but like a little bit longer. I wonder what we're playing next week. Hush. Okay. Alrighty. Rest. I still have yet to figure out what the save situation is, but I guess we'll figure that out when I try to close the game. Yes. Okay. You open your eyes. It's pitch dark here. The blackness of a coffin drifting in the abyss. Oh, right. The light. You grasp the You grasp for the switch. Flip it. The familiar cramped room with a steel door and no windows comes into view. You emerge from the bedroom fully awake, just like yesterday. The time, however, Sophie is waiting for you, comfortably seated on the sofa in your living room space, a book in her hand, The Melancholy of Resistance. The title's sure on brand. Good evening, Sev. Sorry to have
kept you waiting.
And to be fair, I haven't been here long. I was enjoying reminiscing about the time I called this my haven. The decor is much different, of course. Come, we have an appointment. I received word Alicia would be called again tonight on account of your unruly friend from Corona Park. This should be a great opportunity for you to mingle. She keeps talking. As you walk downstairs and get in the car, Gregory gives you a slight nod and a small smile while opening the door for Sophie. He starts the car, and you take your seat in the back. Most of the Primogen Council is bound to be there, at least those who usually attend. Probably some other important personalities you'd do well to at least learn about. I'm gonna go with this one.
You never told me if there's any... what in the savoir-vivre? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. Kind of rules I should respect when talking to other vampires.
Knowing that you're among your superiors is probably the most important. In our society, status comes with age. Pardon my sincerity, but you are insignificant. Not even associating with me can make the fact that you've been kindred for barely a few nights be forgotten. So, know your place. Stay out of your superior's business.
Superiors! Apostrophe.
Superiors! Apostrophe. Okay? And it's because it's plural, because it's chat, listen, class, this is going to be on the test. When it's plural possessive, it goes after, okay? So it's not superior apostrophe s, it's superiors apostrophe. And they didn't do that. This is why we have proofreaders, chat. This is why we have proofreaders.
She could so use her right of distraction on you.
Stay out of your superior's business and show the utmost respect. Thanking the prince for sparing you, maybe having a friendly chat with Kadir publicly might show your gratefulness for being a part of the Camarilla now. I would suggest you make it sincere. At any rate, you should behave yourself tonight. Remember what I told you about reflecting on me as your patron. I have a reputation to uphold in the court. Do not tarnish it.
There it is. She might have saved you, but she might be protecting and teaching you, but it's clear what she's really concerned about. Her own interests. You step into the art hole with something of a bad memory. The last time you were here, your entire world had been turned upside down and your existence nearly ended. But tonight, there is very little outward hostility. Yes, Kadir gives you a look that's definitely intended to remind you of your place, but the prince, also in attendance, seems pleased to see you. Welcome, Sophie. Sev. Did I get that right? Good evening to both of you. I understand there is someone else who you wished to present to the court tonight.
Yes, Prince. They will be joining us shortly. My assistant is retrieving them presently.
This better beware. The prince is timely. The prince gives Kadir a cold glance. Forgive the sheriff's harshness. He's in a particularly foul mood tonight. Something to do with Sev's begetter eluding his grasp, I believe. Ouch. That must have hurt Siegel. Even if his only reply is a crooked smile. The mention of your sire makes you feel a pang of emotion again. Whoever he was, he left a lasting impression. One reinforced with your visit to the show space last night. That's the past. Give him some creepy paper. Give creepy paper. Creepy paper. It's crepe paper master. Creepy paper. Ooh, multi-pack.
Right now, though, you're back in the gallery and are reminded of your sister instead. Emma frequents this place. Is she aware of these clandestine meetings after dark? The flaring up of whispers in the gallery hall breaks you out of your thoughts. Gregory enters the room, the jumpsuit-clad, inert vampire still staked on his shoulder. The show's about to start. Sophie's driver places his charge in the middle of the room and nods respectfully to Kadir. The sheriff approaches the vampire and removes the stake from his chest. The captive's eyes flicker to life, and he starts looking around in disbelief like a cornered animal. He backs out on all fours, keeps going in circles until he realizes he's trapped. Kadir steps on the man's chest and pins him to the floor.
Why, who do we have here? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, no. Come on, don't. Silence.
The sheriff takes on an aura of utter dread. He appears as if he's a primal force of nature that's out to get you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but shrivel in terror. The beast inside you shrieks, and you could swear it happens in unison with the instincts of some of the other guests here tonight. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced in his company during your turbulent first night as a vampire. He really did go easy on you, all things considered.
Hold on, my mom texted me. Okay.
It seems like it takes all of the hoodlum's willpower, to not crawl into a fetal position and start crying.
No. Please. Don't hurt me, man. Don't. You and me are going to have a little talk downstairs at the prince's discretion.
Please, go ahead, my sheriff.
You heard the prince. Get up. Let's go.
He doesn't wait for a confirmation. He just grabs the man and drags him, kicking and screaming, out of the room. Conversations start all around you, some whispered, some quite overt. Sophie looks somewhat bored of the whole affair, her eyes wandering from art piece to art piece, clearly finding nothing to her particular liking.
Ooh. That's an interesting question. What do we think, chat? I don't know. Torture in an art gallery? Will Kadir manage? I don't know. That's actually like a really good question. Well, he'll manage. Of course he will. Right. Well, it's like a stupid question. Like, I know what happens. He fucking dies. Bro gets obliterated. Obviously. Torture in an art gallery.
For how cultured you all seem, torturing somebody in an art gallery doesn't seem to faze you.
Oh, please. Do keep your naivety to yourself. Power and violence have always been two sides of the same coin. Most of us are far too old to bother with keeping up appearances. Excuse me.
Okay, damn. Sophie leaves your side and goes to a corner of the gallery where a group of kindred, some seemingly pretty old-fashioned, gathered. A concierge offers you a drink, still warm. It smells nice. Just a sip. Just a sip to start you off. A splash over your palate, coating your tongue and the inside of your cheeks. Nourishment. You're left to your own devices. You have a quick look around. The prince is currently talking to a dark-skinned woman that you recall seeing here a few nights ago. She has a cold but noble countenance to her, Their conversation seems to be casual. A loud, shrill laugh turns your attention to the bespectacled man who you saw with Sophie on the night of your judgment. Of you judgment! Of you judgment. Your judgment. He's making the rounds, chatting up different patrons. You feel somebody's eyes on you. A casually dressed, plain-looking man stands alone. I saw a scatter on the chat. Casually dressed, a plain-looking man stands alone near a column, watching you. He turns his gaze away sheepishly when he realizes you've been noticed. Are you noticed? Oh, all of these seem fucking awful and not great at all. All of these seem terrible. Try to talk to the prince. That doesn't seem smart. Shout out the man with the glasses. Doesn't seem smart. Confront the man. Also, I'm not trying to start a fight right now. Shout out the man with the glasses. The man notices your attention, but it takes a few minutes before he pauses his mingling for long enough to actually approach him. He looks at you quizzically. Okay. Thomas Arturo. Pardon? It's my name. I assumed you'd like to know. I know you, by name only, of course. Sev. Embraced a few nights ago, huh? Well. How's Undeath treating you? Takes some getting used to, for sure. Oh, it sure does. Sure does. Good thing we have an eternity to make the best of it, right? Takes a moment to clean his glasses, completely ignoring you until he's done and puts them back on. Sorry. Got a bit distracted. Yeah, how most of us don't need to wear these, right? I can see just fine without them, but it's a statement. Damn things just keep catching specks of dust and other assorted shit, though. Never stay clean for long. Sometimes they're more trouble than they're worth, wouldn't you say? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say if they're a pain, why wear them? Fuck. They look good on you, really. You bet they do. No, that's his voice. Yeah, you bet they do. Alright. That was a nice chat, but I have to keep up with a few other fellows tonight. Catch you later. Jeannie! Hey! Jeannie! He doesn't even give you a chance to say goodbye. He's already off, grabbing 2 glasses of a concierge tray and handing one to a mustachioed man nearby. We moved to Silicon Valley CEO. Yeah, we did. We did. You notice Sophie mingling with other kindred, clearly in her element and not to be disturbed. Kadir hasn't come back yet, so you can probably still find time for at least one more conversation. I'm actually so serious. Please backseat. What should I do? What do you guys think? Please tell me. Please tell me what you think I should do. Talk to the prince? Okay. You approach the prince, trying to stay as respectful of her private conversation as possible. She glances at you as you step forward, her scrutinizing gaze mimicked by her companion. She addresses the dark-skinned woman before turning to you. Excuse me for just a moment, Samira. Yes, Sev? What is it? Oh, should I suck up? I think maybe sucking up might be the best thing for me to do right now, because we can either like go, I wanted to give you my thanks, or asking questions I feel like is a bad idea. Yeah, I think thanking her is probably the smartest thing to do. I wish to thank you for sparing me.
Prince. I realize it wasn't an easy decision to make. But I wanted to express my sincere appreciation.
You've been sucking up this whole time, so why why change it now? Look! I'm not trying to die.
How thoughtful of you. She takes a long look before she continues. I didn't do it from the kindness of my unbeating heart. You are an asset to Miss Langley, to the Camarilla, and to me. I believe I made the right decision. Prove to me, and to the other kindred of this city, that it was so. And there might be more to your future nights than just survival and servitude.
The dark-skinned woman looks impatiently at you and catches the prince's attention.
Forgive me, that's all the time I can spare right now. We have some things to discuss with Samira still. Enjoy your night, sir. Same to you, Prince Bernard.
Prince nods and turns back to the other woman to continue their conversation. A loud exchange near the staircase grabs everyone's attention, and Kadir is back, and the hoodlum is with him. The sheriff pushes the other vampire inside the room. The vampire that threatened you last night is a mess. That stupid hat is still inexplicably on his head, covering some of his ruined face in welcome shadow. He's barely conscious. His shin is broken, you think. Something protruding there, making the pant leg bulge. One arm seems twisted at a very strange angle. Very little blood, but surprisingly. Very little blood, surprisingly, but clearly a whole lot of hurt.
Well, Kazia, did our guest cooperate? Tell the prince your name.
Is your shin broke, or are you just happy to see me?
It's Howard.
Howard! Not Howard! Not Howard! No way! Not Howard! Oh, boy.
This poor man.
Oh.
Who do you run with, Howard? The Midnighters. An anarch coterie, my prince. Advice for some time now, though from what this one has told me, the name is the only legacy the group has kept over the years. I see. Hey, Prince. I didn't mean it. I didn't know. I didn't.
A loud crack makes some of the A loud crack makes some of the guests audibly gasp as Kadir's slap dislocates the man's jaw. A spray of blood creates something like an abstract art piece on the floor.
This one is guilty of threatening a member of the Camarilla and claiming a domain in the prince's approval. That alone would have been enough to pass swift judgment, but he is also an arson. My prince? There can be only one verdict. Final death. Do your duty, Sheriff. Unless, of course, someone would like to play at being a good Samaritan, like our dear Miss Langley a few nights ago.
The look the prince serves you and Sophie is a cruel jest. Sophie takes it gracefully, smiling and slipping her arm under yours in a strange public show of affection. Nobody says anything. The vampire named Howard jumps to his feet and makes for the window. Ooh, guys, what do I do? What do I do?
Yoink?
Should I try and yoink? I mean, am I fed enough though? I have no blood. I have no blood thing right now. In a split second, you make your choice. Focusing your blood, you dash forward and grab Howard by the back of his jumpsuit, pulling him away from the window. You expect some resistance, but find you don't have to worry about it when a swift cut separates Howard's head from his body. You let go, and the headless corpse slumps to the ground. Kadir is standing between you and the window, his sword drawn, an ugly smile on his face.
Well, Sev, your eagerness is laudable, if unnecessary. That Howard fellow couldn't have hoped to escape his fate.
Escape the fate?
Not facing Kadir's expertise.
However, I made note of this show of loyalty
On both your and your patron's accounts. I would like to thank Miss Langley for bringing this anarch thug to my and Kadir's attention. I assume all have found the verdict satisfactory.
It's a rhetorical question. Everyone here knows it.
Then I consider tonight's meeting concluded. Good night to all of you.
She steps out of the room, and you see that many of the guests move to do the same. Sophie seems to be conversing with somebody, a serious-looking man in a trench coat, about what transpired. You probably have the time to strike up a conversation of your own, too.
Kadir Al-Asmai is here, for one, but clearly getting ready to leave. Oh! Arturo is also still here, chatting with the remaining attendants. For a moment, you think the man who was looking at you earlier left, but he's still here, keeping to himself in a secluded corner. A great warrior with many wives, my 37 wives. I love them all. I never cheated on anyone but my 37 wives.
I'm getting eepy. That's okay, Aaron's. Should we talk to Kadir, or should we... I don't want to talk to this fucking guy. I don't want to talk to Silicon Valley guy anymore. Do we want to talk to the new guy, or do we want to talk to Kadir? It's up to y'all. Should we talk to Kadir? Well, I don't know what the other man looks like. I'm being shallow. I don't know what he looks like. Mr. Eyeballs. Don't put your choice anxiety on us. Oh, but I want to... This is hard. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Talk to him and he watched you? Yeah, okay. The plain-looking guy from before is clearly uncomfortable here and is ready to leave. You approach him as he's making his way to the stairs. Something wrong? Oh, you look unhappy. Is something wrong? What? Besides hanging out with blood-drinking monsters and acting like it's no big deal? No, I guess it's business as usual. His bitterness is palpable. Sorry. Having a bad night. Name's Larson, or you can call me Robert. Either's fine. Why are you standing around by yourself like this? I'm not hugely liked around these parts. I'm surprised you wanted to talk to me. And then again, you're new, so you probably don't know. I'm one of Prince Penhard's primogen. I'm usually here to advise the prince, but that clearly wasn't necessary, so I guess I'm not entirely sure why I came here tonight. What about you, though? Does it feel to have a hand in the same kind of business that could have ended your final death? No, wait, no. That's unfair. I forget how new you are to all of this. Not sure if you were paying attention the other night, but when the prince mentioned the diverging opinions on whether you should be executed or not, that was me. That was the diverging opinion. What's his voice? Pathetic. That's what it is.
Not that I'm ungrateful, but out of curiosity, what was your reasoning? My reasoning? Just, common sense. You shouldn't be blamed for being assaulted and essentially murdered to boot. But, you know, as Kadir likes to say, the traditions are clear. Listen, I don't want to be rude, and I appreciate you reaching out, but word of advice, stay away from me. A lot of vampires in this sect regard my position as primogen to be some kind of joke, you know? So, you talk to me, they'll notice, and they'll hold it against you.
Yes, I am upset that I'm talking to him and not Kadir. It is actually very true. You have a quick look behind you and realize that a few of the kindred keep shooting you curious glances. One woman in particular, a redhead, boasting a fanciful hairstyle, watches you disapprovingly.
Some of them already do, I imagine. Listen, I need to go. Enjoy your night and all that.
With just a single look at the rest of the thinning crowd, he leaves the gallery. It's right about when Sophie also ends her conversation and walks over to you. And walk over to you. S. This was not proofread. There was no proofreader. Not a single goddamn fucking proofreader. No playtesters even? Because I feel like most... okay. Interesting evening, wasn't it? Come, Gregory's waiting downstairs. She seems preoccupied with something and not in a talkative mood. It's an awkward ride back to the city. This time you arrive in another building. Just 2 streets across from your apartment. She brings you upstairs through a very nice lobby and a luxurious looking hall into her domain. Hiccup. Okay. Please, have a seat. I shall be right with you. You take your seat in your surrounding. You take in your surroundings. It's full hiccup, by the way. 52 times. Like, I have gotten away with so many hiccups on stream that no one's caught. You take in your surroundings. The apartment is like a gallery, an old school smoking room that you've seen in some period piece before, and a nouveau riche. Wow, god damn it. Meticulously combined together. Apologies. Old habits die hard. Clearly, some stick with you even after your death. She drags on her cigarette and breathes out. Breathes. How is she doing that? Can you do that? Oh, yes. You might not know. It takes some practice, but you can keep smoking if you'd like. Other things too. Experiment, but you might surprise yourself. But I did not bring you here to show off. This is where I rest these nights. That door in the back, the bedroom, similar to yours. I have servants and bodyguards, in addition, of course. I brought you here because I need you to trust me. When I told you before that I needed your best behavior to uphold my good standing with the court, I meant it, but that's not the whole story. I have your interests in mind too. That's why I've given you your own haven, where I'm trying to teach you how to navigate this new reality. But you need to trust me, or else this won't work. You can come here whenever you feel like asking me something, when you're in trouble too. Though I hope that won't happen often. I would ask you to come here when you wake up tomorrow. I have something to discuss with you.
Ooh. Why not discuss it right now? Why not talk about it right now, since we're here together?
I still need to follow up on a few things before we speak. Patience, fledgling. That silence again. There's definitely something going on in Sophie's mind tonight, but she doesn't seem eager to share it with you just yet. I'm leaving for another visit. Come downstairs with me and we'll give you a lift. Quick trip, a promise that you'll show up tomorrow, and some polite goodbyes later, you open the door to your haven and gather your thoughts. It's exciting, in a way, being dragged deeper and deeper into the secret society and its rules. Whatever Sophie has planned for you, it's bound to teach you more about this thing than you've become. You sink into your vampiric sleep with just a sliver of hope. It's a welcome change.
Oh, we're back to rest again. Oh man, I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. This is exactly the kind of vampire content that I like fuck with so heavily. Oh man, just keep going. God. Oh man. Oh my god. I am absolutely goddamn loving this. Oh, I don't know what to do. I've been almost on for 4 hours. Like, I should probably get off, but I don't. But I want to. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. I genuinely, I don't know what to do. Alright. Alright, night-night, Miriam. I guess I should probably end. You're right. It's been almost 4 hours. It's a very long VOD to be saving. Oh boy. But that means we have to wait a whole week to play it again. Ah! Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up. We are gonna wrap up. 'Cause, like, I should probably, like, chill. I don't know. Okay. Well, looks like Guilty Thorn is gaming right now, so I've never gotten to rate. Oh, no, I have. Play more. No! Okay, we're gonna go ahead and raid Guilty Thorn. But we're definitely gonna be playing this more. We're gonna be playing this probably at some point next week. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly the same day, but same. We're definitely gonna have at least one day where we play this, and I don't care. So, thank you for the hydrate pasta. I will make sure I get that before I leave, or like at least I'll make sure I glorp. Wait, I can glorp right now. Hold on. Ah, I've gleeped and glorped. So there we go. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. This is actually such a goddamn fun game, dude. I am really, really enjoying it a lot. So, I hope I remember all the voices, because if I don't remember all the voices I do for everybody, I'm gonna be pissed. I take that shit serious. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh! Raid messages! Fuck! We didn't send them in time. Okay. Get them quick. Quick.
God damn it. I love you guys. Good night.